I had become over the years. Life got a hold of me, and there it went. It started with my coworker said we should take a walk, and she walked me up the Coe Valley Hill, and it was one of the hardest beginnings I ever had, and thought I would never do it again. And the next day I laced my shoes up and did it again, and did it again, and did it again, until I conquered the hill. You can really do anything that you put your mind to. I love to sweat, and it makes me feel like I worked the hardest that I possibly could. Sweat is good.
Bridezilla's, weekdays starting at noon on MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Gorgeous day here in Chicago. We're starting a little bit early tonight as the Cubs welcome in the New York Mets. Cubs just won 2 out of 3 over the weekend against the Texas Rangers, and they have an 8-game lead in the National League Central. And welcome to Cubs baseball, WGN Sports on My50. And the Cubs looking for a little bit of revenge. They have now dropped 8 in a row to the Mets, going back to the NLCS last year.
Yeah, it's kind of wacky the way the things have broken down between these two clubs, with the Cubs dominating, and then all of a sudden the Mets able to flip the script in the postseason. And then again, earlier, end of June, beginning of July, 4-game set in New York. The Mets won them all. And doing what they do well, and that is hit the ball out of the ballpark. They're a very home run dependent ball club, and that was the case in that series. They put a pretty good beat down on the Cubs starters.
Cubs starters had a rough go to end the first half, but you like what you saw over the weekend, and even though John Lackey took the loss yesterday, 8 innings.
Yeah, so 20 innings out of the starters in the 3-game series. They only allowed 5 runs, so a positive step in the right direction as they try to reverse that recent trend there towards the end of the first half.
Got some great pitching matchups throughout this series, including tonight. It's lefty night at the ballpark as Cubs All-Star John Lester will pitch. More on that next.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
The good thing we came to Factory Direct Mattress. There is no way we could afford 10 mattresses, 11 mattresses anyplace else.
At Factory Direct Mattress, you can get more for less. It's unbelievable. Right here at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
Summer is pool season, but that refreshing dip may not be as safe as you think.
Your bathers are not protected from the germs and contaminants.
That's why we at WQAD News 8 showed you a quick and simple way to take safety into your own hands.
I would certainly probably use it before I'm allowed my children in the water.
Making sure you have the tools to protect your family. Hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
At New Kingdom Trail Riders, our team of volunteers and horses show children and adults with disabilities how therapeutic horseback riding can enhance physical, emotional, social skills, and more. For more information, call or go to nktriders.org.
Chicago Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Not backing down since 1876. This Bud's for you. Honda. Get the Honda you love at the Honda Summer Clearance Event, now at your Honda dealer. State Farm. There for you when things go wrong, but also here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. Mattress Firm, where we want you to sleep happy guaranteed. Remember, if it's over 8, it's time to replace. Your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. And by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide.
A 1, a 2, a 1. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the...
Hey, 7thinningstretchcontest.com is where you can go to upload your video or buy tickets for the next Bud Friday in the bleachers for a chance to conduct the 7th inning stretch. Not backing down since 1876. This Bud's for you. Gorgeous evening here in Chicago as we're playing an hour early tonight and tomorrow night with a day game on Wednesday. Mets and the Cubs. Mets eliminated the Cubs from the playoffs last year, so a lot of the narrative around this rivalry is about that, but Joe Maddon says, for us it's just another opponent, another series.
Honestly, I'm just going to be straight up. I always talked about I never wanted to apply any more weight to any particular game. The concept I always tried to build was from spring training that I wanted to play the same game on March 15th as we did on June 15th, as we did on October 15th. The point is I never want us to really work with that dimmer switch. Definitely not with an on and off switch. But you don't want to raise and lower based on competition. Every game counts. So I've always... in those moments, in same situations, playing the Red Sox or the Yankees or Baltimore when they got really good there, I'd give you the same pretty much stock answer because I know coming in today, I didn't feel any different. I really didn't. I looked at my work, sat down, did a lineup. Was curious about their lineup, seeing that Cespedes as well, Reyes is back. That presents some different issues for us. But I really want our guys to get used to, regardless of what the name says on the front of the unigram, come out and beat the game of baseball through execution, period.
That's a good way to look at it, and Joe has kind of maintained that since the day he took this job.
Yeah, and that's what any big league manager will tell you, and then the challenge is to kind of create that culture where that really does exist, and I think Joe does a real nice job of it, of just kind of maintaining that even keel. We've talked a lot about it last year in this, how he's a little bit different in that they really celebrate the wins. He doesn't buy into that. Don't get too high when you win, but he definitely doesn't, he doesn't let the moment get to him. And there's no such thing as a big game for Joe. At least one game's no bigger, or one series is no bigger than another.
A reminder, Chicago Cubs baseball in sparkling high definition is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Gary Cederstrom, the veteran crew chief, will work home plate tonight. Eric Cooper is over at first. Jim Wolf at second, and Gabe Morales at third. Steven Matz for the Mets tonight. John Lester for the Cubs. John, an all-star, but his last two starts before the break did not go well, including arguably the worst start of his career in New York.
Yeah, it was the shortest start of his career. He lasted just an inning and allowed 9 hits, 8 runs. He had an ERA of 2.03 or something like that prior to that start. It's jumped up by about a run over his last 2 starts. So he followed up that one in New York with a rough one against the Pirates. Just before the break, he allowed 5 runs in 3 innings in that ball game.
An all-star for the 4th time in his career. He pitched for Terry Collins, who writes out this Mets starting lineup. They're tied for the second wild card spot currently with the Miami Marlins. Jose Reyes, as you heard Joe Maddon mention, is back as a Met. More on his story here in a moment. Chicago native Curtis Granderson back home for the next 3 days. He's batting second. Cespedes, Walker, Wilmer Flores had that career day against the Cubs in New York. Cabrera plays short. Lagares in center. Travis d'Arnaud, the catcher, and Matz, the pitcher.
Cubs defensively, Wilson Contreras plays left tonight. Elmore Jr. center. Matt Caesar gets a start in right. Bryant, Russell, Baez, Rizzo around the infield. David Ross, as per usual, is the catcher for John Lester. And he is tonight's Cubs starting pitcher, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. The card to carry through it. Despite those rough outings the last 2 times. Still an outstanding year for John Lester. And looking for double-digit wins yet again. He could get there tonight. 9-4, 3.01 ERA. 14 of his 18 starts have been of the quality variety. League batting .226 against him. Just 28 walks against 108 strikeouts.
It is heating up. 82 degrees, mostly sunny. Gorgeous night. Right now a cross breeze from right to left. Switch batting, Jose Reyes is back with his original club. Shortstop by trade, but he's playing third base. David Wright done for the year after neck surgery. For Reyes, his 10th game since returning to the Mets. He had signed a minor league deal following his release from the Colorado Rockies. That came after a suspension resulting from a domestic abuse arrest in the offseason. Charges were later dropped, but he was suspended through the end of May by Major League Baseball. Fastball misses, ball 1, and we're underway. He is 3 out of 25 in his career against Lester.
Bunt's always an option with Reyes. Hasn't played the speed game as much as he used to because he's had some injury problems, but when healthy he could still really scoot.
The 1-1 hit a ton, but way foul and out of play. In terms of their offense, you mentioned it, they hit a lot of home runs. Second in the National League, so they slug, but they don't do much else. They're 28th out of 30 teams in runs per game. But they put up double digits twice against the Cubs in New York. Swing and a miss. And strike 3. Reyes is convinced he got a piece of that ball, but Gary Cederstrom said no. Here comes Terry Collins.
Collins asking if Gary will ask for help, and I think Cederstrom's point is, well, how's he going to tell from way out there? I'm the guy right behind home plate, but I'll indulge you. I'll bring him in, see if they saw anything differently. Sometimes a base umpire will see a little change of direction that the home plate umpire did not detect.
Like Gary Cederstrom said, nope, he's out.
That's the breaking ball.
Can't tell. So that's the first out. Here is Granderson playing right. A lot of news regarding the Mets outfield here these last couple of days. Cespedes, who's on deck, came back from the quad injury. He had been playing mostly center field this season. It looks like he's going to be in left for the rest of the season, except for this series. He's in left tonight. He'll probably play center tomorrow night. But they want to take some risks away with that quad issue and put him on a corner as Rizzo makes the play. Michael Conforto has never played center field. He's back in the majors. Brandon Nimmo got sent out. So it sounds like the idea is Granderson left and right, and then Conforto and Agares in center, generally moving forward.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it may depend on obviously who's on the mound for the opposition, what ballpark they're in. A little smaller center field to cover here at Wrigley Field than they have in their home ballpark. So maybe Cespedes plays a little center field in smaller ballparks, trying to minimize the amount of running he does.
So they'd like to get Conforto up to speed in center by the time they get to Miami this weekend. A strike called on the Mets' #1 offensive threat. Swing and a miss. So last year they get Cespedes, and they were a completely different team offensively in the second half than they were in the first half. And this year they've had Cespedes the whole way, but they've been a lot better in July than they were earlier. They're scoring over 5 runs a game this month.
Yeah, they're having the same kind of turnaround without the impact of adding a bat. You know, only the Padres have scored more per game this month than have the Mets.
Swing and a miss. John Lester with a 1-2-3 first.
Really?
Free peanuts and popcorn?
Really?
Really. What game do you want to watch? We got them all.
Really?
Really. Hungry? We got the best grill in town.
Really?
Really. Our burgers and tenderloins are amazing.
Really?
Really. T-shirt, sweatshirt?
Really?
Really.
Steve's Old Time Tap. Sports and really, really good food and drinks.
Really?
The grass just got greener. Only $25 gets you a cart and 18 holes of golf anytime after 10 a.m. any day at Sauckie. A great deal on a course that's in great shape. Told you the grass just got greener. Call for a tee time at Sauckie today.
When good times turn into great times, having a few can easily become having a few too many, making you feel invincible. Sometimes to the point where getting behind the wheel actually sounds like a good idea. So, the next time you're out and you're feeling like a rock star, remember, rock stars ride in limos. Any ride can be your limo.
Now the Cubs Southwest starting lineup. Javier Baez had a nice series in New York. The rest of his teammates by and large struggled, however. Bryant, Rizzo, Contreras, Addison, Russell in the 5 spot. Matt Caesar spelling Jason Hayward. Almora in center. David Ross, first action since coming off the concussion DL, with the pitcher Lester batting 9th.
Mets defensively, this boy's got a big arm. He's out there in left. Lagares, very good defensively in center. Curtis Granderson back home. He's in right field here tonight. Reyes, Cabrera, Walker, Flores, third to first. Travis d'Arnaud behind the plate. And the rookie left-hander Steven Matz. 6'2", 225 years of age, 7-5 with a 3.38 earned run average. He bats 260 against him.
Baez takes ball 1. Ben Zobrist is fine. He's just getting his quote all-star break, back-to-back days off. He'll be back in there tomorrow.
And Joe, always looking for opportunities to get Baez in the lineup, but especially against left-handed pitching where he's done so much damage. Matt's has got a nice mix, fastball, curve, change, and a slider that he's implementing more this year.
Sharply hit grounder into center for a leadoff single.
Baez continues the good work against left-handed pitching. Stays right on that one.
That'll bring up Chris Bryant with 2 for 12 in the Texas series. When we were in New York, we were talking about Matz and Syndergaard dealing with bone spurs, pitching through that issue. Matt Harvey underwent season-ending thoracic outlet syndrome surgery today.
Say that fast 3 times.
Syndergaard slated to pitch tomorrow. Arm fatigue knocked him out of the All-Star game. Flores holds on Baez at first. And the 1-1 swing and a miss on the changeup. So yeah, Terry Collins was in the same dugout with a lot of these Cubs in San Diego with the National League on Tuesday night. And how about this? TC gets to manage the All-Star game. He had 4 of his own players named as All-Stars, and not one of them played.
Cespedes was banged up.
Syndergaard
hurt.
Bartolo Colon was held in case of extra innings, and Jeuris Familia was going to close for the National League, but they never had a save situation. Bounced foul.
Matz made the start against the Cubs back on June 30th in New York. Got a no decision, 5 1/3, allowed 3 runs on 7 hits. Baez and Bryant both took him deep in that ball game.
Two called strike 3. It's out number 1.
Little four-seam fastball. Chris maybe thinking changeup or a breaking ball. He can't pull the trigger on the good heater. He can get 96. He likes to sink his fastball, but he'll also elevate with four-seamers.
Rizzo's 11-game hitting streak came to an end yesterday. And he fouls back to the top of the screen for strike 1. Cubs are 8 up on the Cardinals, 8.5 ahead of the Pirates in the National League Central.
Pirates played all day yesterday.
18 innings before Starling Marte beat the Nationals with a home run. And Dusty Baker admitted after the game they were trying to get the attention of Wilson Ramos, the Nationals catcher. John Neese was on deck, and they didn't have any more position players available. They wanted to walk Marte. Couldn't get his attention. First pitch, home run.
Wow.
Now, you could say that's on the manager or the pitching coach or somebody for not getting their attention, but it's also on the battery too, right? Understanding the game situation. Diving stop Flores, and he'll get to the bag to get Rizzo.
I think it's mostly on the dugout, but yeah, I mean,
some game awareness, maybe, at least to look over there and go, hey, do you want us to walk this guy?
Yeah.
News today, the big story, Terry Ryan has been relieved of his duties as the general manager of the Minnesota Twins. The owner said Paul Molitor will manage the team, however, next year, no matter who they hire. Albert Pujols, a couple home runs yesterday as the Angels swept the White Sox. And we've had a 19-inning game and one that's gone 18 this year.
It's interesting though, and you know, obviously in hindsight after the home run, everybody's going, well, you gotta walk him. You got the pitcher. You know, pitcher has to take that next at bat. But what's the more likely scenario? Walk Marte, he steals a base, and Neese or some other pitcher drives him in with a base hit, or Marte goes deep.
It's a very good question.
You know?
Wilson Contreras playing left. He caught Lester with Ross on the DL in John's final start of the first half. Ross back in there tonight behind the plate.
Fun series. We got the lefties tonight, the power righties, Arrieta and Syndergaard tomorrow, and then the crafties, Hendricks and Cologne on Wednesday afternoon. Baez dancing around out there has got Matt's attention.
It doesn't always match up that way, does it? Starting pitchers, but you're right. There's a little symmetry.
Mm-hmm. Two outs, man in scoring position. The Mets are going to defend against the base hit. They're going to take a shot at throwing Baez out on a line drive base hit. Look how shallow they are in center and in right. Lagares, the center fielder, plays a very shallow center field to begin with. Doesn't much matter.
Swing and a miss on 95 to end the inning. Scoreless after one on a gorgeous night from Wrigley.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
Corn growers know how to get the most from every acre. They have to, because corn prices are half what they were. And it's not because of weather. It's the reckless business practices of Syngenta that cost you. But you have rights. You can find out more at town hall meetings across the state and at MidwestCornLawsuit.com. Cargill, ADM, and over 50,000 corn growers are suing Syngenta. Learn more at MidwestCornLawsuit.com.
Quad City Animal Welfare Center, friends of yours and mine. From small meows to big bow wows, both canine and feline. They neuter, spay, a place to stay till a good home they can find. So show your care, come volunteer, donate your nickels and dimes. Quad City Animal Welfare Center, saving animals one life at a time. Downtown Milan.
Cub fans, if you want to manage the game along with Joe Madden, log on to WGNTV.com. Right now, click on the WGN Sports Game Zone banner. Connect to all the up-to-the-minute stats and information while you watch from home. Game Zone is sponsored by The Great Escape. Pools, patio furniture, hot tubs, and more. Everything you need to have more fun at home this summer.
Neil Walker, switch hitting second baseman, takes ball one inside. Hey, happy 66 to Cindy Dove, big Cub fan who loves your humor. So be funny for her birthday.
Oh, man, okay? I'll try.
Two and 0.
Suffering from a bout of performance anxiety right now.
It's hard to be funny on command, isn't it? Missed again, 3-0. Walker this year a lot better right-handed than left-handed, but that does not match up with his career splits. He's hitting .302 right-handed in 2016.
Hitting for some power from this side, which he almost never does. 5 right-handed home runs this year already.
Mets have their first base runner. Hey, Cub fans, let's go. Plan now for the August and September push towards the playoffs. Tickets are still available for the second half, but don't wait. They're going fast. Visit Cubs.com today. Saw a couple of guys on that graphic who hope to be back off the DL soon. Dexter Fowler and Jorge Soler will be in the Iowa Cubs lineup tomorrow. Fowler expected to be back sooner than Soler. We could see Dexter this weekend in Milwaukee. Walker with a big lead, dancing off first, and Wilmer Flores floats one into center. The last time he played against the Cubs, he went 6 for 6.
Yeah, you can't get Wilmer out. Why even try? You got to be kidding me, Wilmer. 6 for 6, a couple of home runs. Here's just a little lob wedge into shallow center. And that's with a little early pressure here.
2 on, nobody out. Asdrubal Cabrera had a 2-homer game against the Cubs on July 1st in New York.
U2 a switch hitter, batting .308 from this side. And a couple of long ones.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Well, we talked about the Mets being dependent on the home run, and that's who they are as hitters. They're a bunch of sluggers. They hit the ball in the air. They hit the ball on the ground less frequently than any team in Major League Baseball.
Showed bunt and took a fastball outside for ball 1. 1-1.
And balls in the air, fly balls, are converted into outs more than any other type of hit, more than line drives, of course, and ground balls as well. So a low batting average, a byproduct of that approach. They hit just .237 as a team.
There's the ground ball. 5-4-3. Who says they don't hit ground balls?
You don't, and they're right near the bottom of the league, or top of the league, depending on your perspective in terms of grounding into double plays. The Cubs right there with them. It's a rare occurrence, but it's a thing of beauty for John Lester as they go around the horn.
And that Cubs double play replay brought to you by State Farm. Combine your car and home insurance with State Farm and save. Find an agent at statefarm.com. And Cabrera now 0 for his last 28 with men in scoring position.
Probably why he was showing bunt.
So a runner at third. That's Walker. 2 outs. Here's Juan Lagares.
John going to lean a little more heavily on that breaking pitch tonight, trying to make an adjustment off of his last start against them. He's already recorded more outs in this game than he did in that start in New York.
They gave up a lot of hard contact early, and then even the bloops started to drop. Broken bat roller to the shortstop, Russell, and that's the inning. So Lester gets out of it. Walk, single, no runs. Still 0-0.
Get ready for the 19th annual Quad Cities Marathon presented by Triumph Community Bank. Choose from 5 events for walkers and runners. The Flat and Fast course features one of the most scenic river views in the country. It covers 5 races, 4 cities, 3 bridges, 2 states, and 1 island, all along the Mississippi River. For more information and registration, log on to qcmarathon.org. The Quad Cities Marathon, presented by Triumph Community Bank, Sunday, September 25th. Brought to you by WQAD News 8 and these sponsors.
The good thing we came to Factory Direct Mattress. There is no way we could afford 10 mattresses, 11 mattresses anyplace else.
At Factory Direct Mattress, you can get more for less. It's unbelievable. Right here at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
It was 39 hours difference between when he left and when she left.
I certainly can't imagine going through one funeral, let alone both funerals at the same time for my parents.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
I try to put myself in their position of what I would want, and I try to make sure that that's taken care of for them when they arrive so that they aren't having to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing. Just amazing.
Esterdahl, serving the community since 1891.
Anybody can learn about history.
EMS resources to the foot of number 7 World Trade.
But the real experience is seeing it. The Never Forget mobile exhibit. We're coming to you.
Back-to-back episodes of Cheaters, starting at 3 p.m. weekdays on MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Quality baby. Mets and Cubs, 1 of 3 here this week. Hey, Cub fans, make sure you check out the Cubs baseball blog at WGNTV.com, sponsored by Jeff Vukovich, your nationwide insurance agent serving the area for 38 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Matz against Russell.
Pretty easy 95.
Yep.
Certainly not a max effort delivery.
Matz grew up a Mets fan on Long Island. Setauket, New York, about an hour east of the ballpark. Off the plate inside. Second rounder 2009. He had committed to Coastal Carolina before signing with the Mets. The guy who signed Steven was a Long Island scout working for the Mets, Larry Izzo. He had handed Steven's dad his card when he was scouting for the Expos years earlier. Steven was 10 at the time, but he saw something in the young left-hander even back then.
Probably big feet and big hands.
And left-handed. Full count on Addison Russell.
Average fastball velocity for Matz right around 94 miles per hour. So he's got the soft tossing variety of lefty.
Got a no decision in Game 4 of the championship series in this ballpark last year. Left leading 6-1, but did not get through 5 innings. Allowed just 1 run. Taking away the postseason last year, the Cubs have beaten the Mets here at Wrigley Field 7 straight times. There's a line drive through the hole into left.
Well, it's been a struggle against left-handed pitching this year for Addison, but of late, some better results. Really quiet with the lower body there, trusting his hands to get the job done, and they deliver.
Matt Caesar getting his second consecutive start. Tonight he is in right for Jason Hayward. Might want to tell himself he's pinch hitting 4 or 5 times tonight. 3 consecutive hits in the pinch over 3 games, and then as a starter yesterday went 0 for 3.
Yeah, he should go sit down at the end of the dugout and just before his at bat. If Davey Martinez can know, hey, Caesar, grab your bat. You're going to hit right here. Get that surge of adrenaline. Teams have been running on Matz a little bit. 13 steals and 18 tries. Darno, the catcher, has caught 19%. That's well below league average.
I think he was listening to you as he threw over. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Tomorrow night, it's game 2 of this 3-game set with the Mets. Remember, it's an earlier start time, 6:05 first pitch, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive Cubs pajama bottoms presented by American Airlines. For more information and the latest game time updates, visit Cubs.com.
We are told you do have to wear pants into the park. Except for Clark.
Yeah, you could wear some shorts and then just slip your PJs on.
Albert,
no, Clark's got a waiver.
Almora Jr. takes ball one. Great catch up against the wall yesterday, and he survived to tell the tale. Darno knocks it down. 2 balls, no strikes.
He has not played a lot, Albert, but he's made a number of sparkling defensive plays already.
Healthy lead by Russell. Not running as Almora takes a strike toward the outside corner. That's ready. A 2-1. Pops the mid at 94, but off the plate. Still a little sunshine out in center and right. But the field mostly in the shadows of the grandstand.
Matt's one of those guys. He will work all 4 quadrants of the strike zone with his fastball, up and in, down and away, to both right and left-handed hitters. Showing that good curveball and a changeup so far here tonight.
We'll try it once more. 3-2 on Almora.
So not as dependent on the changeup as Cole Hamels, who we saw twirl another dandy here yesterday, but kind of a similar approach. Hamels with that 94-mile-an-hour heater. Big hook.
Driven deep left. Cespedes has it. Right on the edge of the warning track. Sounded good, but I guess he didn't get the fat part of the bat on it. Maybe toward the end.
Yeah, maybe out towards the end a little bit. It looked like it had a little hook spin.
That will bring up David Ross, activated from the disabled list. The concussion DL coming out of the break. This is his first start since.
Yeah, first start since July 5th for David. And he's done a fair bit of damage against left-handed pitching this year. Looks to ambush that first fastball, so the Mets go breaking ball on 0-0.
Just a tad wide. So low batting average at 234. If you saw the other rate stats, excellent. 351 on base, 439 slug for the Cubs backup catcher. If I asked you who's the Cubs' #1 catcher right now,
I don't think there is a backup. I think there's just there's a catching situation.
Well, for me, David's kind of always the #2. Whether you have 2 or 3 guys. So maybe Contreras and Montero are kind of co-1s. David's always kind of the, because he would be the first to tell you he's not an everyday player.
Yeah, I don't think any of them are. I mean, the way Joe's handling it now, I just think he's just chopping it up.
2-2. John Lester on deck. Bottom of the second, 0-0. Ground ball to short. Cabrera will get it to Walker in time. That'll end the inning. Cubs waste the leadoff single for the second straight inning.
Allmakes Office Furniture Showroom in Moline is the place for great deals on Hahn office furniture. Take a walk through our 72,000 square foot showroom and find that perfect desk, chair, or cabinet from Hahn to furnish your business or home office.
It's so easy to work with. They offer both, as you see in this office, new and used.
Stop by today and view our huge selection of new and used Hahn furniture.
Allmakes Office Furniture in downtown Moline. Stop by and see me.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside. Delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
When it comes to orthopedic care for injuries, you want the best. Dr. Hoffman is an expert in total joints and sports medicine. Dr. Cobb has expertise in new, minimally invasive procedures of the hand and upper extremities. Dr. Dolphin is the area's leader in spine surgery. Dr. Mendel is a specialist for foot and ankle, total joints, and sports medicine. Orthopedic specialists will get you back in the game.
It might have started as a small crack in your basement wall. Now it's grown, and it may be a serious problem with your home's foundation. Call Todd's Mudjacking and ask about power bracing before this happens to you. Our Power Brace system ensures that your home's foundation is strong and safe. Don't take a chance with your home's foundation. Call Todd's Mudjacking today. Todd's Mudjacking. Get back on level ground. 309-792-0252. Or learn more at toddsmudjacking.com.
Hey, Chicagoland viewers, it's time for the Subway third inning triple play promotion. Text Subway 3 to 97999. Right now, the 300th texter gets a $30 gift card to a Subway restaurant in the Chicagoland area. Subway, fresh is what we do. Scoreless, third inning. John Lester to Travis d'Arnaud and a strike. d'Arnaud 5 for 9 against the Cubs in New York. Part of a really good recent stretch.
Check those guys out. They're here again.
They were born in the wrong century. Backhanded pick. Bryant. Strong throw to get him.
Typically on a John Lester start, it's a busy night for the gentleman on the left side of the infield. Second chance for Bryant. He started that big double play last inning. Cutter in on the right. He gets a lot of ground balls.
Probably, I mean, we've talked a lot about Bryant's versatility. Probably not enough about the quality of his defensive work at third. It's gotten better this year, and he's played there less frequently than he did last year.
Yeah, and it got better as the year went along last year too. I think early on, get maybe a case of happy feet, a little too quick with the feet. The footwork wasn't particularly smooth, and that led to some errant throws. Just a matter of settling in.
Mats can swing it a little bit. 2-1. 3 for 3 in his major league debut, in fact.
And you know, I think with Bryant at third base, I think the perception by some may be that because Baez will take over there from time to time and Chris will go to the outfield, that Chris is just, not that good, but it's not. It's a matter of Baez being so good that sometimes that's the preferred setup for Joe.
And that Bryant is a guy Joe trusts at the corner spots in the outfield. Matz walks.
How about that? Pretty good AB work by Matz there, forcing John to throw pitches and ultimately reaching base. Trying to catch that outside corner with a heater and just missed.
Back to the top now, and Reyes. Swing and a miss. A-Rod has homered for the Yankees tonight. They lead the Orioles 1-0 in the second. Number 696. So he's 4 away from becoming the 4th member of the 700 home run club. Yet not a lot of fanfare.
Well, yeah, there's a taint to it.
Ross and Lester talk it over.
Well, they had Reyes flailing at that curveball last time, and he took an ugly hack at the first pitch here in this sequence. Breaking ball way out of the zone.
Into center and a base hit. Matz will stop at second.
Yeah, Reyes has always been able to get on top of that high fastball. So here the Mets go again. They had first and second, nobody out in the second inning. Double play ball, clean that up. Now it's first and second, 1 out. Pitch up in the zone. Reyes right back through the middle. Granderson has good numbers against John in his career, and he's been really swinging the bat well of late. So an early crisis situation here for Mr. Lester.
He works to Granderson.
Granderson homered off John in that ball game in New York for his career. He's 14 out of 46. So he's seen a whole bunch of them. That's a .304 batting average. That was prior to his plate appearance here tonight. He's hit 3 home runs off of John.
Southside native, and he and some of his teammates will host a baseball clinic tomorrow for over 150 kids from the Chicago Park District Summer Camp. That'll be at Curtis Granderson Stadium at UIC. Great facility.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's down there for a charity event a few years ago as part of Theo Epstein's foundation, to be named later. 2-0 on the way. It is a strike, 2-1. Gary Cederstrom. A little bit of a late call. Broken bat grounder. Bryant, did he tag him? No. And they'll only get one. That is Reyes at second. He tried to tag Matz as the pitcher ran through. So first and third, 2 outs.
A little weak contact off the end of the bat here. And I guess the question is, had he not tried to apply the tag and just went around the horn, would they have gotten their double play? Didn't waste a whole lot of time with that effort, but a little bit. It would have been a tough double play.
It does get Cespedes to the plate, leading the Mets in runs, average, homers, and RBIs. Missed 4 games dating back to before the break with the strained quad.
Cespedes is a guy, I think, you know, especially with Lester's arsenal, he can throw that cutter in on his hands up. Pretty good low ball hitter.
Okay, you got the shin guard. You got the elbow guard. You got the wrists taped. No compression sleeve, though. Yeah, that big giveaway. Or maybe he's got an orange one underneath. Yeah, that bright fluorescent yellow one in New York. He's got batting gloves in his pocket.
Yeah, he's styling. He's got it going on. Well, the door is open for John now. Got him 1-2. Maybe chase breaking ball. Looks like maybe they're going to try to elevate here.
Russell goes out to get it, and that will end the inning. So Lester works around some more danger and keeps the game scoreless in the third.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
At WQAD News 8, we shine a light on people who roll up their sleeves and get things done, improving their schools and neighborhoods, going out of their way to help others. Hard work and determination, it's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
The best part of summer is taking my family to Modern Woodland Park. My mom coaches baseball, and when she gets tired, I'll let her ride cool rides, like the spinning bumper cars and the new swinging pirate ship. I love the Ferris wheel, and my brother Cade loves the drop and twist, and the new game room.
But Dylan, what about Daddy?
You can come too, Daddy, but there's no ties in baseball.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park,
where the fun never stops.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee.
Every time we're within 3 degrees of our forecast, local charities get cash. In fact, local charities have received over $52,000 from Erickson Chevrolet Buick.
Storm Track 8's 3-degree guarantee not only helps you plan your day, thanks to our friends at Erickson Chevrolet Buick, it helps area charities as well. Pay it forward. Make a nomination at WQAD.com. You're watching MyTV 8-3.
Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third. The DraftKings Fantasy Sports Zone, located on the corner of Addison and Sheffield, is your game day headquarters. Open hours before the game. This large outdoor space features live music and the fully stocked signature Captain Morgan bar. Come out and enjoy this unique experience. Plus, fans with tickets will have direct access to Wrigley Field. For more information, visit DraftKingsWrigley.com.
Each team with 2 hits, but no runs. Cubs batting in the bottom of the third. John Lester's worked around some traffic, and he will lead things off. Chris Bosio throws pitcher's BP, and he told me today Jake Arrieta hit 14 home runs.
I watched some of that. Put on a pretty good show.
You might see pitchers in some sort of home run derby by next year. I think that the groundwork has been established. Called strike 3. Well, one away now, Javier Baez.
There'll be a whole bunch of pitchers that'll be in the All-Star game. We don't really want to pitch. We just want to participate in the home run derby.
Well, Terry Collins could have used Bartolo Colon to pinch hit. He homered in San Diego earlier this year.
At the very least, he should have sent him out on deck.
Baez is 2 for 2. And he's now 8 out of 18 against Mets pitching this season. Got our Bud fan cam coming up a little later. If you'd like to send us a selfie, it is hashtag Bud Fridays on Twitter. And we may include it on our iPhone-like graphic. One out base runner for Bryant. Talking about summer camps, the Cubs baseball summer camp will be at Wrigley Field tomorrow for a day visit, VIP tour, player meet and greet before the Cubs and Mets play game 2. Runs, Bryant swings and misses, and it's a successful steal. Number 8 for Baez.
8 out of 9 now for Javi Baez in the stolen base department. Lively feed over there as he takes his lead. The throw from d'Arnaud is high and late.
He has tied Jason Hayward for the team lead with those 8 steals. Cubs don't run a ton. They rank 10th in the National League with now 36.
No, they don't steal a lot of bases, but a pretty good base running team. They go first and third. Aggressive and usually smart on the bases.
Here's a 1-2 from the lefty, and he clipped him. Close shave. Just got his sleeve.
You see, they're trying to throw that high fastball, and he just overcooks it a little bit inside. Now the Cubs with a chance to draw first blood. Matz has done a nice job keeping the ball in the ballpark this year. He's allowed only 10 home runs, just 1 to a left-handed batter. Matz took 2 out of 3 from the Phillies prior to this series. A 1-hit shutout for Jacob deGrom yesterday, so bullpen well rested for Terry Collins.
deGrom's first career complete game. The only hit was by Zach Eflin, the Phillies starting pitcher.
What do you mean, a Disney movie? Zach Eflin? Yeah.
Efron.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason he's smiling.
Gave up one hit and was to the opposing pitcher. How about that? 5th time that's happened in Met history.
Well, you can speak to this. The day after you deal like that's like the best day ever, right?
Yeah.
For a starter.
Yep.
You are walking on air.
Yeah, when you pitch well, when you come out for BP, you wear your jersey with your name on the back. If you're getting hammered, you wear a pullover so people can't see your name. And just, skulk around in the outfield, complain about the umpire. Manager's fault, shouldn't have left you in there that long. Catcher's putting down the wrong numbers. The great Christy Mathewson, the Hall of Famer, said it's very important in this game to make excuses, to have excuses, to be able to rationalize away failure. It's good for the mental health.
Let's check out our Lexus Run Predictor, brought to you by your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. Mets have been stingy, giving up runs in this spot. The Mets staff overall 3rd in the majors in ERA behind the Nationals and Cubs. Old foul.
The Mets coming into play tonight. 6 games behind the Nationals. And they've had a very difficult time beating Dusty Baker's club. 4-9, I believe they are against the Nats.
Yep. They're only 7-6 against Atlanta. Count holds 2-2 on Rizzo. 2 on, 1 out, 3rd inning. That's really slowing it down here. Now steps off, and it's Darno to give the signs again.
And Lagares really cheating towards left center. And that's smart. Left-handed pitcher on the mound with good stuff. 2 strikes on Rizzo. Anthony much more likely to shoot the ball the other way. So you see Lagares making an adjustment as this at-bat develops. Once Rizzo got to 2 strikes, he slid even further towards the alley in left center field.
Baez, the lead runner at second. Bryant at first. It's number 9 to Rizzo. We've referred to this situation before. The last thing you want to do as a pitcher in this spot is just go, wow, I'm just going to throw it right down the middle here. You get frustrated. And actually, number 9 was in a pretty hittable area. And Rizzo cracks it, and it's gonna go. 3-run homer for Rizzo. 3-0 Cubs.
Boy, did he earn that. fought off a number of tough pitches, battled. Matz and Darno were staying pretty much with the heater there, and then they decided to fool him with a changeup, or at least try to fool him with a changeup. Matz did not make a good pitch, and Rizzo made him pay. He floats this thing up there about belly button high. Bye-bye. Man, that's a great at-bat.
22nd homer. He's got 68 RBIs. One swing of the bat, and the Cubs now lead by 3. Contreras lines to left in the ivy, and Cespedes just puts his hands up. Contreras is going to run around the bases. Why not? And he's going to be sent back to second base. Gabe Morales, third base umpire, about halfway out toward the wall before making the call.
It's becoming my favorite play. The in the ivy double, but could it be more? The anxiety that goes along with it. Dan Warthen, the pitching coach of the Mets, is going to trot on out there.
The crowd is reacting because they thought Cespedes should have reached in, but I don't think we can see the ball. There is a leaf that drops. That's not the ball.
Some birds floating around out there. A little shrubbery, but no baseball.
Here's our Southwest Airlines. How far did it fly? 423 feet. The distance of Anthony Rizzo's 3-run homer.
That was a changeup delivered without conviction, and he threw it to the wrong guy.
One and 0 on Russell.
Matz made 6 starts for the Mets during the regular season last year. He was 4-0. He still qualifies as a rookie this year.
Another ball hit right on the screws, but this one caught. Lagares has it. And that's out number 2. Here comes Caesar.
On your scorecard, do you differentiate between fly balls and line drives?
I do.
What would you call that one?
I call it a line. L8.
Yeah. I had L8, and then I circled it. It's kind of a hybrid line drive.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, that was a bit of a tweener.
Yeah. But it was hit hard, so that by giving it the L, you kind of, when you look at your card, you go, yeah, you hit that ball hard. I remember.
Yes.
Remember that at bat.
Yep.
Pretty soon, they will design scorecards with big boxes. You can put all kinds. You'll be able to write the exit velocity in there. 8 circle 102.
Mm-hmm. Launch angle. 33 degrees. LA 3-3. Ooh, what a play by Walker.
What about an interactive scorecard where you touch the little square where you normally mark the score and a video of what happened pops up?
Now you're thinking.
That's next level, man. Somebody's going to do it.
That'll get him to left. Contreras around third. Cespedes with the throw to the plate, and he got him. Got to send him there. 2 outs, but as you mentioned, Cespedes has a great arm, and that was a picture-perfect throw to get Contreras. The Cubs, however, have a lead. Pitch number 10 of the at-bat. Rizzo with a 3-run homer.
Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control.
The good thing we came to Factory Direct Mattress. There is no way we could afford 10 mattresses, 11 mattresses anyplace else.
At Factory Direct Mattress, you can get more for less. It's unbelievable. Right here at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
Anybody can learn about history,
EMS resources to the foot of number 7 World Trade.
but the real experience is seeing it. The Never Forget mobile exhibit. We're coming to you.
Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your source for quality electronics and home appliances. Lindstrom's brand source has now added Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Serta is now on display in our new bed salon at Lindstrom's. Choose from Serta iSeries, iComfort, or Serta Perfect Sleeper beds. Our knowledgeable experts at Lindstrom's are here to help you get a better night's sleep. Find value with Serta mattresses at Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your brand source headquarters.
Grab your family, grab your friends. It's time for River Roots Live. 2 days filled with savory finger-licking barbecue and 16 epic soul-spinning performances. Jam out on the riverfront to great hits from OAR, Guitar Army, Booker T. Jones, The Stone Foxes, Luke Bell, and Alana Royale. River Roots Live and Ripfest at LeClaire Park in downtown Davenport on August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets today. Feel the vibes of River Roots Live.
Here's your Mazda replay cam. It took a perfect throw to get Wilson Contreras, and that's exactly what Cespedes delivered.
Yeah, it's a bit of a roll of the dice there by Gary Jones, but with 2 outs, I like the play. You know, he's got a big arm out there, but you're hoping he's a little bit offline. Maybe one hops the catcher, especially as you work your way down towards the bottom of the order.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the result was bad, and you're going to get a lot of. You don't send him there, but with 2 outs, you're almost always going to do it. Ground ball toward right, and it'll be Baez to make the play. Because here's the other thing: if you don't send him, it requires basically another hit to score a run. So it comes down to math. Are there better odds you're going to score there with a throw coming from left, or that Albert Almora Jr. will get a base hit? So. Yeah. The guy's hitting 280. Is there a 28% chance? I mean, okay. Let's say there's a 70% chance he's going to throw him out. You still might send him.
Still have a better, mathematically, a better chance.
Correct. Yes. You don't send a guy. There's an 80% chance. Is my point. You get a lot more leeway in that spot with 2 outs. One to 0 on Flores. Already 1 for 1 tonight. Scott Lindholm, our buddy, said team score from third to 2 outs about 27% of the time. You've got a 27% chance if you hold him. Three and 0.
I mean, and that's the beautiful thing about baseball. You can debate that play from a lot of different angles. You could argue, well, they got a struggling pitcher out there, though, and, you know, you ran into an out. Maybe you could really just blow him up, have a big inning. Almora reaches, Ross does damage. Who knows? That's a legitimate point.
Sure, sure. But the people who second guess it after the fact are a lot of the same people. If you hold him with 2 outs, go, oh man, you gotta send them 2 outs. And then Cespedes bobbles it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. short hops the catcher, kicks away.
Right.
Oh, no.
Flores in the air to left. Contreras. 2 outs, and for this 3-game series with the Mets, Giordano's famous stuffed deep dish pizza and Vienna beef have partnered to create the Grand Slam pizza, sold exclusively here at Wrigley Field. It features Vienna beef hot dogs baked inside Giordano's stuffed deep dish pizza, served with tomatoes, onions, pickles, and short peppers. And sport peppers. I don't know what I said. And then they put a little mustard on it. It will only be available at the concession stand near aisle 122 in the right field concourse. I will try it, but would be bad form for me while I'm doing play-by-play.
All right. I'm going in. Got a nice chew.
Okay.
I like the contrast with the soft texture and then the crunch. The mustard adds a little zing. It's nice.
There you go. On a bounce, Russell hits Cabrera. 3-0 Cubs as we enjoy the Grand Slam pizza.
The 2016 sell-down is going on now at Highland Toyota. Prices posted. See your savings immediately. The loaded U 2016 RAV4LE 4-wheel drive, $215 a month. The loaded U 2016 Camry SE, $199 a month. The loaded U 2016 Corolla S, only $155 a month. Don't miss our biggest sale in history at Highland Toyota on John Deere Road at 53rd Street, Moline. Hurry, sale ends Monday.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
Honey, the cable bill got us again. We need a little help in here.
With Done Right Satellite, lock in your rate for 2 years. Get the best technology with the Hopper. Watch and record 16 shows at once. Plus, get integrated Netflix and 4K.
I feel like if we would have switched to Dish Network sooner, it could have saved me a lot of pain.
And money.
Visit Done Right Satellite to learn more about their great products and services.
Now you can watch News 8 in prime time at 9 p.m. A newscast for hard-working people who want to get ahead. Your late news an hour earlier. News 8 at 9 p.m. on MyTV 8-3.
Hey, Cub fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. 3-0. Cubs have the lead on the home run by Anthony Rizzo.
They get the lead, then John goes out there and shuts him down 1-2-3 fashion very quickly, and right back at it are the Cub hitters.
Couple of bounces to the shortstop. He's known for his glove.
That was a really tough play to end the ball game on Friday, I believe that one was, and then this one, giving it up, running into the brick wall. Spectacular.
Ball one. 100 years ago today, Cubs were involved in a strange one at this ballpark. It was known as Weigman Park at the time. Cubs and the Superbas, who later became the Dodgers. Tied at 4. Hippo Vaughn was working in relief in the 10th inning. 2nd and 3rd. And he stepped off the mound. I guess he thought the runner at second was tipping pitches. A home plate umpire, Lord Byron, told Vaughn he had to pitch. He refused a ball and was called for the 22nd rule. Joe Tinker, the Cubs manager, came out. He got ejected. He wouldn't leave the field. The umpire got the Chicago police involved. After 5 minutes, with the pitcher and manager not budging, they said game over.
That's Lord Byron. He was known as the singing umpire.
Well, if he was singing that day, it was not a ballad.
No, he once threw Casey Stengel out of a ball game, singing to the clubhouse, "You must go, you must go, you must go," to the London Bridge song. My Fair Casey.
I guess they were hoping the game would get suspended due to darkness. 1 strike on Lester.
And I guess back then it would have just been declared a tie.
Yeah, I guess under the old rules, yeah, tie ball game, start over. Lester gets down the bunt. Matz will pick it up and get it to Flores.
Well done on 0-2. The Cubs offer special programs designed for your future Cub, from Kids Sundays at Wrigley Field to Clark's Crew and baseball summer camps throughout the Chicago area. There are many ways to build lifelong Cub memories with your kids. Visit Cubs.com/kids to learn all about our Cubs Kids offerings. That's kind of made it easy for John to bunt that ball, laying that fastball in there for him. Here comes Baez, who's got 2 hits already today.
Cut and a miss. 0-2. Hopefully everybody's all right. The ball fouled over the home dugout. A lot of smiling faces. That's good.
Made the comparison earlier to Cole Hamels with young Matz here, but really he's been more like John Lester, throwing a lot of cut fastballs in on the hands of the right-handed hitters.
Larry Hartnett, big Cub fan, turning 80. Happy birthday, Larry.
Joe Torre celebrating a birthday today, 76. The Hall of Fame manager.
Two strikes to Baez, who already has 2 hits tonight. And he hits a rainbow to right. And it's Granderson to end the inning. After 4, it's the Cubs 3 and the Mets nothing.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
They helped walk us through all of the decisions that needed to be handled.
Just the little things that you really appreciate.
We try to provide a service and try to anticipate their needs before they have to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing, just amazing.
They're extraordinary.
They were tops. It meant a lot.
Esterdahl, serving the community since 1891.
Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your source for quality electronics and home appliances. Lindstrom's brand source has now added Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress manufacturer. Serta is now on display in our new bed salon at Lindstrom's. Choose from Serta iSeries, iComfort, or Serta Perfect Sleeper beds. Our knowledgeable experts at Lindstrom's are here to help you get a better night's sleep. Find value with Serta mattresses at Lindstrom's in downtown Galesburg, your brand source headquarters.
My daddy guarantees all his cars with his all-new Weber warranty. All vehicles have been fully inspected by our shop and priced below book value. Plus, Weber has financing you can afford. We work with local institutions to ensure you receive the best possible rate and convenient terms. My dad says it takes quality vehicles, great prices, and you must treat people right. Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we got your baby.
They happen all the time. Some are expected. Some come out of nowhere. These moments make up our lives. They shape us, test us, and ultimately make us stronger. Life is a series of moments, and Unity Point Health will always be right there by your side. Visit unitypoint.org/moments to find a doctor near you.
The 5th inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank. John Lester looking for a good outing after a couple of bad ones to finish the first half. Got a couple of outs in the All-Star game, pitching for Terry Collins in the National League. 4th time he was an All-Star. And right now with a 3-0 lead as he works to Juan Lagares, and low for ball 1. I think it was John who said after a start in Pittsburgh, and I don't have the exact quote, but I love the concept. He said, why aren't we just allowed to be bad? And he wasn't making an excuse. He said, I was terrible, but
yes,
we're always looking for a reason. And he said, I was just bad. I don't have a reason. I wasn't very good tonight.
Yeah, and sometimes the other team is really good. So, well, a lot of it is because pitchers over the years have kind of done that themselves.
Had my good stuff.
I didn't have my good
whatever.
stuff, or mechanical. I had a little bit of a, which is okay too. And that's a lot. I think a lot of the talk you hear over the course of a baseball season from spring training on, with they're going to do this in their side session, and they're going to get the ball out of the glove a little bit more quickly, or keep that front shoulder in. And I think it's legitimate to a point, but I think a lot of it is placebo.
Well, and I also think the idea of whether you have your good stuff or not is kind of oftentimes not that important. I mean, Darvish, I thought, had the best stuff we've seen of any pitcher this year, and he lost the game the other day because Anthony Rizzo doubled into the right field corner. And obviously he was coming off the disabled list, but it wasn't about stuff. It was maybe he missed on a pitch or two.
Yeah, and it's usually command more than stuff. Yeah, because a lot of times the pitcher that will make the case, I didn't have my good stuff, and you go back and look at his game, well, his velocity was like it always is. Just didn't execute pitches. Hung a few breaking balls, threw a couple cookies out over the middle of the plate, and the other team took advantage of it. And that's the other piece of it. Pitcher, the other one that's overplayed too is, well, he only made one mistake, or he only made 2 mistakes. Over the course of a game, a starting pitcher is going to make way more than 1 or 2 mistakes. It's just, do you get away with them or not? And by mistakes, I mean just not throwing the ball where you intend to.
I would say more often than not for John, it's about making pitches, and when he doesn't, he has a tendency to struggle, but it doesn't happen often.
How do you get to Wrigley Field? The Cubs suggest taking public transportation. The Cubs offer a free bike check. That's located by the Addison Red Line station. For drivers, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. Check out the A to Z guide at Cubs.com. The other part of it, too, is game management. Kind of like a golfer working his way around the golf course. A lot of times after a bad outing, a pitcher will, replay the game in their head. Well, I should have been more aggressive with this guy. I should have been a little more careful with this guy, perhaps.
He's not happy with himself. The last two pitches, not where he wanted to place them to get d'Arnaud to chase. And smoke's coming out of his ears now.
Well, that's a great example. The 3-2 walk to Matz, the pitcher with one out in the third inning. I guarantee he'd want that pitch back instead of trying to hit a corner, just be a little bit more aggressive. And maybe that's what he was trying to do. He just missed. And now with d'Arnaud with that breaking pitch, he's probably second guessing himself a little bit. Well, I probably could have been a little bit more aggressive, especially with the 3-run lead. But being true to himself, he just does not like to give in.
Yep. Bryant ready to charge. Matz pulled it back in time for ball one. Well, the way Bryant aggressively came in makes you wonder if Terry Collins might let Matz swing away here. Because if Matz gets that one down, I don't know where he places it to avoid the throw going to second.
Especially down 3 runs with 1 out in the inning already and a guy in the batter's box that can handle the bat.
That's a good job, as Ross will pick it up. The answer was that area where Ross had to go out to get it. That is an 8+ sack bunt.
Well, just great technique. Sets the bat at the top of the strike zone. A lot of flex in the knees. And just deadens it out there in front of home plate. And now you could still question the strategy with 1 out in the inning, down 3 runs. But can't question the execution. Well done.
Right down the middle, and Ross missed it.
Reyes fighting to lay off of that breaking pitch.
Back to when John Lester struggles. It sounds like an obvious thing when he doesn't make his pitch. He struggles. Certain guys, because of their stuff, can get away with missing spots. But for a top of the rotation guy, Lester's stuff doesn't really match up with some other guys. That's why he has to be a little finer with his command, and he has been tonight. For the most part, the Cubs lead 3-0 in the fifth.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
When it comes to orthopedic care for injuries, you want the best. Dr. Hoffman is an expert in total joints and sports medicine. Dr. Cub has expertise in new, minimally invasive procedures of the hand and upper extremities. Dr. Dolphin is the area's leader in spine surgery. Dr. Mendel is a specialist for foot and ankle, total joints, and sports medicine. Orthopedic specialists will get you back in the game.
Anybody can learn about history,
EMS resources to the foot of number 7 World Trade.
but the real experience is seeing it. The Never Forget mobile exhibit. We're coming to you.
Pay it forward. Make a nomination at WQAD.com.
Time now for our speed replay brought to you by Xfinity. Former Cub Luis Valbuena has just the greatest reactions. He got rung up on strike 2. Ryan Blackney thought it was strike 3 yesterday in Seattle. What? Oh, it's only 2? Okay, never mind. He ended up walking. Speed replay brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Our production crew, they were bound and determined to get yakety sax on the broadcast tonight, so that's how they did it. Okay, it makes sense.
Buena's been doing a lot of damage lately.
Yeah. Two and one. We had a cross breeze right to left when we started, but it has really calmed down. Wind not doing a whole lot.
Scott looking at a fastball for strike 3 first time. Hit in the upper arm last time up.
Line drive, base hit.
Has been in the stretch a lot tonight.
What an at bat for Rizzo in the third. Kept fouling off pitches. And the 10th. He cranked it for a 3-run homer.
A bunch of fastballs they try to change up. It was a hanger. And it was crushed.
A little bit outside. Lexus Run Predictor is brought to you by your Chicago area, Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. That leadoff man on. Scored a little less than half the time. Lagares in for out number 1.
On Wednesday, sit ringside with Joe Madden and Cub players and enjoy amateur boxing for a great cause. Wear your suit and sneakers, enjoy premium food and liquor, scotch tastings, and bid on great auction items held downtown in the historic Wintrust Bank building. Should be a great time. Individual tickets are still available. For all the details, visit Cubs.com/Madden.
Contreras doubled in the 3rd. Gunned down at the plate by Cespedes as he tried to score on the Caesar single. Seth Lugo is up in the Mets bullpen. Ricky Bonas, the bullpen coach, watching. Popped him up off of first. Flores over near the tarp. And he overran it and couldn't make the play. No play, no error.
How's that not an error? That ball's got to be caught.
Yeah, I'm with you. That should have been an error. There's no wind, as I said, really. So I too would have given him an error.
Chris Bryant wouldn't because he's too nice a guy, but I'd be tempted to razz Flores. Hey, man, nice try, dude. You had that thing surrounded.
Bryant takes off, pitches inside, throw goes into center, and Bryant decides to hold.
Well, he had a great jump. And again, a high throw from d'Arnaud. And maybe a product of having to rush his throw because he sees the break that Bryant gets. Trying to be really quick here. Two suspect throws by d'Arnaud in this game. We'll see if the Cubs push it a little harder in the running game here.
A couple of shots to get Bryant to the plate here. He's in scoring position. Make that one chance as Contreras strikes out. Matz has his 5th strikeout. Here's Russell.
He's worked awfully hard here tonight. 90 pitches made, 2 outs in the 5th.
Russell singled in the 2nd. He lined to center, but you circle that L8. Which makes it kind of a hybrid, according to my partner.
Yeah. Kind of a tweener. Matt's pitching with a bone spur on his elbow. A close eye on him. Man, they've had all kinds of injury issues with their pitchers the last couple of years.
Particularly scary because of how the Mets are built.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about their pitching. Russell hoists to Lagares, and the inning comes to an end. Cubs lead 3-0 after 5.
Severe thunderstorm warning is in effect.
WQAD News 8. We track storms.
Winds up to 70 miles an hour.
Sherrard and Orion, you need to be taking shelter here.
You can see just how strong that wind is out there, just bringing that rain, making it very difficult to see.
There are power outages in the area.
Whatever the weather does in your neighborhood, you'll know it's coming on WQAD, WQAD.com, and live on Facebook. Storm Track 8 on WQAD. We track storms.
It was 39 hours difference between when he left and when she left.
I certainly can't imagine going through one funeral, let alone both funerals at the same time for my parents.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
I try to put myself in their position of what I would want, and I try to make sure that that's taken care of for them when they arrive so that they aren't having to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing. Just amazing.
Esterdal, serving the community since 1891.
Goods, America's Furniture Showplace, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Stroll through the shops at Market Square. Find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Need your garage door or garage door opener repaired or replaced? Call the specialists at NationServe. NationServe is the name you can trust for timely service and quality products. We respond promptly when you call and work quickly and efficiently so you can get on with your day without delay. When it comes to servicing or replacing garage door systems, no one does it better or faster than NationServe.
Wayne Dalton NationServe, 5111 Tremont Avenue in Davenport. Call today.
Cubs baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, not backing down since 1876. This Bud's for you.
Gorgeous night here at Wrigley Field. John Lester threw 5 innings and has allowed 2 hits. He has walked 3. But that's probably upset him more than anything else. And he has kept the Mets off the run board to this point. Granderson hitting second in the lineup, followed by Cespedes and Walker. And the pitch. Oh, 0-2. Granderson has 16 homers, including one yesterday in Philadelphia. 14 of those have been solos, so he's only got 28 RBIs. And our buddy Rob Deere, his name comes up a lot, just because he was one of my favorite players. But he had a couple of interesting seasons where, like, 32 home runs, 65 RBIs. The leap and the catch by Baez. Well timed.
Yeah, that might have been knuckling a little bit of a funky reaction by Baez. Ball really stung by Granderson. Get airborne and hang there for a second was Baez.
Oh, yeah. Cespedes has struck out, lined out, and thrown a man out at the plate. He swings away. And skies to Caesar in right center. 2 quick outs. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you've come to expect and more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices. Includes a free subscription to At-Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details.
Guys are in a hurry.
But John Lester mows him down in the 6th, leading 3-0.
The 2016 sell-down is going on now at Highland Toyota. Prices posted. See your savings immediately. A loaded U 2016 RAV4 LE 4-wheel drive, $215 a month. A loaded U 2016 Camry SE, $199 a month. A loaded U 2016 Corolla S, only $155 a month. Don't miss our biggest sale in history at Highland Toyota on John Deere Road at 53rd Street, Moline. Hurry, sale ends Monday.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
Need help?
Oh, thanks.
Some people think because I'm from Crawford Company, I can solve any problem.
Oh, Julie, will you get my gloves for me, please?
But what we know best is providing Bryan Air Conditioning.
Hey, Mom, have you seen my baseball?
With no high-pressure sales pitch. With great products at a fair price, your problems are solved. Honestly, just call Crawford Company. Now let's finish up this bad boy.
Visit Crawford-Company.com for rebates on affordable air conditioning solutions from Crawford Company.
The good thing we came to Factory Direct Mattress. There is no way we could afford 10 mattresses, 11 mattresses anyplace else.
At Factory Direct Mattress, you can get more for less. It's unbelievable. Right here at 5401 North Brady Street in Davenport.
Brood Passport. Over $200 in savings for only $25.
Here's your Ford upcoming schedule. Cubs will hit the road, but they only have to bus to Milwaukee. And then the road games on the south side of Chicago, everybody can sleep in their own bed. So a long stretch of games here in and around Chicago. Brought to you by Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or localfordstores.com. Three 0. Here's Caesar. Ooh, that one stung the catcher Darno.
Yeah, with Matz approaching 100 pitches and having some laborious innings here tonight, I thought maybe Terry Collins would pull the plug on him. And he's going to ask one more inning out of him here tonight. Sneak up underneath that mask. Oh, yeah.
Tough gig. One and one. Tommy Mason celebrating a birthday. Hope it's a good one, Tommy. Curve at 77. 2-2. The lefty to the plate, and Caesar fouls.
Caesar did such a good job retooling his swing. I guess it was 2 off seasons ago. Coming up through the minor leagues, he was a beat it on the ground and try to use his speed type hitter. He's completely changed his approach, sets his hands low early, stays through the ball, rolled over on that one, but much more of a fly ball line drive hitter now than he was in the past.
He has been a very important bench piece, getting the occasional start. 2 in a row. They left yesterday, right tonight. Almora and Ross also due. As Matz has gone over 100 pitches. That one clubbed into the left field corner. Fair ball. Caesar around second. He's going to stop there. And I think he was respecting Cespedes' arm, and had he gone, he would have made it.
Yeah,
there you go.
He was a couple things. He's thinking, well, that's Cespedes out there, and he's also thinking, well, there's nobody out, and I'm not supposed to make that first out at third base. You could see him kind of taking choppy steps around second base as he worked all that through his mind. But another great swing of the bat, his second hit tonight. And again, yeah, that's a great example of what we're talking about earlier. You make the decision based on what you think you should do. You don't know the outcome of the throw.
Yep. So that's it for Matz. Pitching change. Cubs trying to add to their lead when we come back.
This is where my great future begins. This is where I become the person I want to be.
Please join us for our Get Hooked Fishing Derby at the Rock Island Conservation Club. Catch a tagged catfish and you could win one of 350 prizes, including a new SUV from Zimmerman Honda. Register online at bgcmv.org. No fishing license is required, so get hooked. Saturday, August 6th.
Great futures start here!
Great futures start at the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley.
John Deere is proud to be a sponsor of the John Deere Classic and Birdies for Charity.
We support Birdies because it enhances our charitable giving.
Every year, Birdies for Charity and the John Deere Classic is a $25 million impact on the Quad City area.
Thanks to John Deere, 100% of your pledges plus a bonus go to services in our community.
Thank you for giving through Birdies for Charity. It helps your charities and your community.
Chip in for your charity. Birdies for Charity.
Brewed Passport, an adventure in food and craft beer with over $200 in savings on all the things you love. Growlers, pints, wings, flatbreads, pizza, and more, only $25. Buy online on the deals page at WQAD.com or pay with a check at the WQAD News 8 studios. Weekdays, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. just up from South Park Mall in Moline. Every passport benefits the Quad City Animal Welfare Center. Get your Brewed Passport and let your craft beer adventure begin. Please drink responsibly.
Series here with the Mets wraps up Wednesday afternoon. First pitch at 1:20, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Jake Arrieta Cy Young Award bobblehead presented by Pepsi and the Brookfield Zoo. For more information, visit Cubs.com.
Nearing dusk. Gorgeous evening. We're on July the 18th. Jacob Seth Lugo goes by his middle name. He made his major league debut on July 1st against the Cubs. 2 scoreless innings. 2 more scoreless frames 1 week later against the Washington Nationals. 26 years old. Runner at second, nobody out. And the pitch to Almora is bunted, foul.
Not a bad idea there. Bunt for a base hit, and if they make a play on you, you push Caesar there to third base. Lugo, 13 starts at AAA. Also worked 6 times out of the pen. Was 3-4 with a 6.55 earned run average.
Another foul bunt.
If at first you don't succeed, try again, but probably not try again.
He will get the job done, however. Grounding out to the right side.
That will earn him fist bumps when he gets back to the dugout.
Infield pulled in against David Ross.
Now, sometimes the manager would say, you know what, I don't want my guy bunting in that situation or doing anything to give himself up. I want him to try to drive the run in. But especially with a young player, a lot of times just turn him loose. Let him do whatever he thinks he needs to do to contribute.
Walker and Flores discuss. And they were in a squeeze there. One and one to David.
There's nobody up in the pen, so Terry Collins knows that John Lester is going to take the at bat. Interesting alignment with the infield in. Second, third, and short, and then Wilmer Flores way in at first.
Driven foul to left.
We go fastball, curveball, slider change. 34th round pick in the 2011 June draft. It would be number 1032 overall. You'd have to say he beat the odds.
Yep. Mets hoping the Phillies can hang on, leading the Marlins 2-0 in the 9th inning in Philadelphia. Mets were tied with Miami for the second wild card spot. Starting play tonight.
So Aaron Nola and Jose Fernandez pitching in that one. Fernandez having a big strikeout night.
14 in 6 1/3, but he could take a loss. 2-2 now on Ross.
They must be on the road because he never loses at home.
You are correct.
Good take. Caesar will be going on contact here with Lester coming up next.
This will find the seats off of first. Mentioned A-Rod hit his 696th tonight. Miguel Cabrera closing in on 1,500 RBIs. And Ichiro had 3 hits yesterday, 6 away. I guess Fernandez got to 500 strikeouts in terms of games pitched. 3rd fastest in the modern era tonight. That'll get it done. Deep center. Lagares will get to the spot. Here comes Caesar. Sacrifice fly, David Ross. 4-0.
Well, good work. Almora gets him over. Ross gets him in after the leadoff double by Matt Caesar.
Base is empty, 2 gone.
I guarantee that 2-strike ground ball by Almora will be a point of emphasis by Joe Madden in his post-game press conference. I believe we had the note the other day that Yu Darvish was the fastest ever to 500 strikeouts.
Yeah, I think Doc Gooden and Yu Darvish are the 2. I'll have to double check. 4-0 Cubs. We go to the 7th.
Backed by popular demand, get 2 new Kias for 1 low price at Courtesy Kia in Moline. Choose 2 new Optimas for only $262 a month. The same goes for 2 Kia Souls, just $262 a month. Drive a brand new Sportage for $182 a month. Take home 2 Fortes for only $222 a month. Or choose 1 if you don't need 2. It's backed by popular demand, but it won't last long. Get 2 new Kias for 1 low price at Courtesy Kia in the South Park Auto Plaza, Moline.
Honey, the cable bill got us again. We need a little help in here.
With Done Right Satellite, lock in your rate for 2 years. Get the best technology with the Hopper. Watch and record 16 shows at once. Plus, get integrated Netflix in 4K.
I feel like if we would have switched to Dish Network sooner, could have saved me a lot of pain.
And money.
Visit Done Right Satellite to learn more about their great products and services.
Accidents happen. NationServe of Quad Cities can fix it. We make garage door repair quick and simple. We service all makes and models with experienced technicians with the expertise to get it done right the first time and professional integrity you can trust. Call us today for your free estimate and see why the Quad Cities chooses NationServe for garage door sales and service. NationServe of Quad Cities, locally operated since 1985.
The grass just got greener. Only $25 gets you a cart and 18 holes of golf anytime after 10 a.m. any day at Sauckie. A great deal on a course that's in great shape. Told you the grass just got greener. Call for a tee time at Sauckie today.
Here's your Honda game summary. 3-run homer by Anthony Rizzo. I mean, think about the run-scoring plays. Ross and Rizzo working very deep counts before coming up with the big swing. Start something special with a great deal on a Honda now at your Honda dealer.
Yeah, and conversely, the Mets here the last 2-3 innings have been very swingerish. They're hacking early.
Lester into the 7th. Curve to Flores is low. He's 1 for 2 tonight. July 3rd in New York. 6 for 6. 2 homers, 3 RBIs, 3 runs. And he drives one out to deep left center. And it's gone. He homers again against the Cubs. His OPS that day went up almost 100 points with the 6 for 6. And he gets the Mets on the board.
And did that coincide with the signing of Reyes? They signed Reyes to play third base, and it was almost like Flores said, wait a minute, fellas. I want to state my case here. Well, that's a good look at it from that angle. The hands back, not a lot of wasted motion. In launch mode early. And he got on that Lester curveball. There goes the shutout.
So the Mets get that run back after the Cubs added to their lead. He's 8 for his last 9 against the Cubs.
About 50%, or just under 50% of the Mets runs this year come via the long ball. Mentioned earlier about they got a lineup full of fly ball hitters, so coming to Wrigley this time of the year, they're probably salivating, thinking, wind's going to be blowing out. We're going to do some damage. Wind right now isn't doing a thing. Nine different Metropolitans went deep in that series in New York. They averaged 8 runs per game. They've hit 13, make it 14 now. Or excuse me, 29 home runs in their last 14 games.
I don't mean to get meta on you, but by doing nothing, is that doing something? That's a thing, right?
Yeah. You're doing. Yeah.
You said it's
kind of like Hippo Vaughn, 100 years ago when he wouldn't pitch.
Kyle Schwarber with a nice play.
Look at that. I can still play. I can still pick it. Come out next Tuesday for the Kyle Schwarber kind of foul ball bobblehead doll.
Foul tip, strike 3.
Good anticipation. He looked healthy right there. Get him in there.
Don't even start. Lester with his 3rd strikeout.
First 5 innings, just about everything on the ground off of John. Last inning, a line out, a couple fly balls, home run here. Sometimes that's an indication that a ground ball guy starting to get a little tired. They start lifting the ball a little bit. But aside from the Granderson line out, the other balls last inning were not well struck.
Inside on Lagares, it's 2-1. Big leg kick by Lester. Ground ball, Bryant. For out number 2. Here's d'Arnaud. I've been keeping an eye on Jose Altuve just because it's been fun. Through Sunday's action, the Astros second baseman, only 26, making $3.5 million this year. 5.1 wins above replacement, 346 average, 24 steals, OPS just about 970. MVP candidate over in the American League. Lester dealing, and it is time for the 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by Budweiser.
The outfield video board. Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
When it comes to orthopedic care for injuries, you want the best. Dr. Hoffman is an expert in total joints and sports medicine. Dr. Cub has expertise in new, minimally invasive procedures of the hand and upper extremities. Dr. Dolphin is the area's leader in spine surgery. Dr. Mendel is a specialist for foot and ankle, total joints, and sports medicine. Orthopedic specialists will get you back in the game.
When you drive by one of our many design centers, you may notice our smaller mid-sized homes, but may not realize that now our most popular homes are over 2,000 square feet with custom quartz kitchens, 9-foot ceilings, deluxe Kohler bathrooms with 3 or 4 car garages. You see, many are rediscovering design homes and finally are saving tens of thousands of dollars on a custom deluxe home. Bring us your quote from another builder and find out that your dream home is affordable. Visit designhomes.com today.
Back-to-back episodes of Cops Reloaded starting at 4 p.m. weekdays on MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Wilmer Flores with the home run to put the Mets on the board. How about this catch by a young Cub fan? That's how you do it. Snow cone.
Still working the crowd.
Says, Dad, I'm not signing anymore. I'm locked in now. I'm watching the game. Two strikes on Javier Baez.
Do they still do show and tell in school? That'd be a good show and tell, right? Bring the ball, tell the whole story about your day at Wrigley.
I think they do. Foul back. Another nice grab. This time in the upper deck. By the way, these two teams will wear 1988 throwbacks on Wednesday. So the Cubs will have the pullover jerseys. Baez in the air to center. And it's Lagares.
Are we celebrating anything?
I'm not quite sure if there's any significance beyond. It's just kind of neat to see the look of that day.
Mets went to the postseason in '88, didn't they?
They did. Bryant, strike one.
They are. They're celebrating the 30th anniversary of their 1986 World Series championship this year. It's been a big theme back at Citi Field.
That's lost to the Dodgers in 7 games in the '88 NLCS.
That's when Oral Hershiser was doing his thing.
Bryant lines to Cespedes. Little bobble, but eventually made the play.
Well, another real good swing by Bryant, not rewarded this time, but on the screws last 2 times up. Steven Matz tonight, 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. Walked 1, struck out 5.
I wondered if 88, the significance might have been the first night game here at Wrigley, but I have not been told that that's the case. So we'll get on it tomorrow. I'll ask again and find out if there's any other specific reason for it. Strike 3. No argument from Anthony. Off to the 8th. Cubs 4. Mets 1.
Goods Furniture, 3 blocks, 12 multi-level buildings, all packed full of furniture, food, and fun. Goods Furniture offers a wide selection of furniture choices for every room in your house to fit every budget. Spend the day shopping, enjoying lunch in the Wine Cellar restaurant, and strolling through the shops at Market Square. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
The 2016 sell-down is going on now at Highland Toyota. Prices posted. See your savings immediately. The loaded U 2016 RAV4LE 4-wheel drive, $215 a month. A loaded U 2016 Camry SE, $199 a month. A loaded U 2016 Corolla S, only $155 a month. Don't miss our biggest sale in history at Highland Toyota on John Deere Road at 53rd Street, Moline. Hurry, sale ends Monday.
Let's check out tonight's Bud Fan Cam.
And I'm hanging on tight till the whole thing ends. 'Cause New York sky don't get much brighter. She sets the city on fire. She sets the city on fire. Burns like a million lighters. I'm blowing up, I couldn't get much higher. She sets the city on fire.
Gavin DeGraw, she sets the city on fire. Tonight's Bud Fan Cam. Kelly Johnson off the bench to hit for the pitcher Lugo. Swing and a miss. Pedro Strop. Behind the bag, it's Rizzo. Behind the bag. Always reminds me of the Buckner Vin Scully call when you see a ball hit in that area. Mattress Firm's grade 8 stat of the game. 10th start of at least 7 innings for John Lester. Brought to you by Mattress Firm, where we want you to sleep happy, guaranteed. Remember, if it's over 8, it's time to replace.
Yeah, so barring some unforeseen developments here, it will be his 15th quality start out of 19. And 4 in a row for the Cubs rotation here to start the second half of good, solid work. Had an 8+ ERA the first 10 days of July, did the Cubs rotation. And limped into the All-Star break. But fresh arms coming out, looking good.
1-0 from Lester to Reyes. There's a strike. Okay, we're getting closer to the answer on Wednesday. It's an MLB type deal. It is not Cubs specifically related or Mets related. 8 teams were chosen to wear throwbacks on Wednesday. I'm not exactly sure why.
Okay.
One-two.
Ooh, good try. Now Wednesday is the anniversary of the moon landing, July 20th, 1969. So they should be wearing 1969 throwbacks.
There you go. They landed right there.
Right there. It's a good-looking orb.
Almora Jr. He's battling a little bit here as we have gotten the sun down.
Kind of digging this 6:05 start time.
Well, you're going to get another one tomorrow. National television. Two balls, no strikes.
Eric Goodell.
Hit hard and foul.
Here's a little baseball history trivia for you. On this date in 1921,
okay,
Babe Ruth hit career home run number 139 to become the all-time home run leader. Do you know who he surpassed to become the home run king?
1921. Granderson beats the Shift.
The gentleman that preceded him with that title held it from 1895 until the Babe got him during the 21 season.
1895. Give me the pitching change to look it up and I'll tell you.
Gentleman by the name of Roger Connor.
That was on the tip of my tongue. They stand and cheer for John Lester.
We're lucky to have school supplies for school this year.
But what about the kids who don't have school supplies? Here's how you can help.
Just drop off your donation of school supplies at these Illinois locations. It's your chance to help area kids start the school year on the right foot. A full list of supplies and drop-off locations can be found at WQAD.com. Please help the First Day Project, supported by Carpetland and WQAD News 8.
It's really tough to know who to trust these days. There are leaders who think the rules don't apply to them. That's not the way we live in the Quad Cities. That's not the role model we want for our kids. At WQAD News 8, we pledge to hold policymakers and public officials accountable for what they do and how they spend your money. Hard work, determination, it's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
I've got goosebumps.
She was really an inspiration all doing this thing.
And these are just genuine good people.
So here's $300.
I'm giving you $300.
Because you're awesome.
For everything you do for everybody else.
I'm stunned. And we're not done yet.
Let's keep the Pay It Forward circle going. If you know someone who gives everything of themselves, we want to give you $300 to give to them. Pay It Forward, brought to you by Accentra Credit Union and WQAD News 8.
After a thunderous ovation for John Lester, Pedro Strop will take over against Yoenis Cespedes. Cubs lead by 3. Granderson at first, 2 outs, and a very dangerous hitter at the plate.
Pedro on for the 40th time. John Lester charged with 1 run so far and responsible for Granderson down there at first. Outstanding work by John tonight. Hands it off to the bullpen, and they just need to get 4 outs.
One ball, no strikes. A pitch, swing and a miss. Similar spot to the first slider, but Cespedes swung at that one. What a different story tonight for John Lester against the Mets. Tying run will come to the plate.
He's got a little out of whack with his delivery, and this slide ball got away from him.
Right on the elbow guard.
Yeah, that front side really flew open on Pedro.
Here comes Chris Bosio, Neil Walker the hitter.
So turn Walker around to the left side for the first time tonight. Walker got off to a great start. Hit 9 home runs in April with his new club. Batted better than 300. Just a $190 here in July.
2 on, 2 down. 3-run ball game. Low for a ball. There will be some action. Carl Edwards Jr. is getting up along with Travis Wood. One and one. There's a sign from Ross. Here it is.
a splitter there. Fastball, sliders. Most of the time from Strop, but every now and then against a left-handed hitter, he'll try that split.
Foul.
He just doesn't have a lot of bite right now. He worked a third of an inning in the opener of the Rangers series.
.353 packed into the friendly confines tonight. And a 2-2, and he got him to end the inning. For Strop, who had hit Cespedes to put the tying run at the plate, strikes out Walker, and we'll go to the bottom of the eighth. It's still 4-1 Cubs.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
The best part of summer is taking my family to Modern Woodman Park. My mom can watch baseball, and when she gets tired, I'll let her ride cool rides, like the spinning bumper cars and the new swinging pirate ship. I love the Ferris wheel, and my brother Cade loves the drop and twist, and the new game room.
But Dylan, what about Daddy?
You can come too, Daddy, but there's no ties in baseball.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
It's coming to an end, but we'll still trade for anything here at Key Auto Mall in Moline. Drive this Sierra Double Cab for just $268 a month. Save $8,000 off Buick LaCrosse. This Buick Enclave is discounted $12,000. Or save a whopping $13,000 off this GMC Sierra. We'll take anything, and trade is in its final days. So hurry in to Key Auto Mall in Moline.
Whatever it takes, we'll do it.
Are you looking for high-quality furniture for your office? Our selection of new and gently used office furniture gives you the best value for your dollar.
As a business owner for a lot of years, you have to look at your bottom line and where you stand. And I think that's a great part about All Makes is that they can take care of the guy that's just starting his business and have good used stuff, or they can take care of the people that have been in business a while and sell them great new Han furniture.
All Makes Office Furniture, just off the I-74 bridge in downtown Moline.
Stop down and see me, or give us a call.
Corrupt Crimes, weekdays at 5 p.m., followed by Judge Faith at 5:30 on MyTV 8-3 and Mediacom Channel 716.
Cubs lead 4-1. Trying to improve to 3-1 to start the second half, and they're trying to beat the Mets for the first time since last year's regular season. First Cub game. They want to. There you go. Nicely done.
Well, Lugo did a nice job. 2 scoreless innings for the rookie. He had a strikeout. Now Eric Goodell will work for the 14th time. 1-0 with a 4.15. Fastball, split, and a curve.
Swing and a miss by Contreras. Bell from Northern California. Bellarmine College Prep in San Jose, and then UCLA. Older brother of Tyler, the outfielder for the Phillies. He strikes out Contreras.
Goodell not a real hard thrower, but effective use of the fastball there to polish off Contreras.
The count on the Cubs shortstop.
Oof. Hello. Splitty.
One and one. Here it is. Swing and a miss. I am going to nominate this play as, well, it's my favorite defensive play of the year, but as the best defensive play of the year.
It was a dandy.
Hello.
You should have an award show. I call it the Lenny. You give out the Lennys.
I just really like that play. We have a great view from where we sit, and when the ball leaves the bat, I think you do the same thing. You kind of have it in your head. Well, that's a base hit, and that ball was a hit.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't.
Start to mark the scorebook. That's a knock. Nope.
Just inside, 3-2. The closer talking it over with Lester Strode. Flores, Cabrera, Lagares are the scheduled hitters for the Mets in the ninth.
Terry Collins has options on his bench. I don't know if he likes them any better than that trio. There's another good splitter.
Couple of nominations for the Hayward catch in San Francisco. That was great.
Yeah.
And he gave up his body to make that catch. Usually what I go with is the most recent because I have a terrible memory. But yeah, the Hayward play was jaw-dropping. Javier Baez went into the stands to make a great catch. Too many options here. I already said what I'm going to say. Can't change my mind until we show a replay of one in April, and then I'll say that was the best one. I'm malleable. What can I say? So I guess that would be the theme of my award show, is that I would say, here are 5 nominees and they all win.
Yeah,
everybody wins.
Here's my 5 favorite plays, unless I think of something else.
Here's a 2-1. Caesar swings and misses. Goodell has been impressive here in this 8th inning.
Splitter will make that average fastball look awfully good.
Fair ball. Look out in the bullpen. Look out at second. Safe. Cespedes nearly got him. Caesar's in.
Well, this time Caesar decides to test him, and again, it was the right play because there's 2 outs. Take a shot, get into scoring position. Off the bat, it looked like it would be an easy double. Ware was hit with his speed, but Cespedes on this ball in a hurry, and he's got that cannon hanging there off his right shoulder.
So Matt's 3 out of 4. You know why? Because he treated every at bat like a pinch hit appearance. First career 3-hit game for Matt Caesar. Reaction by Almora on that pitch near the outside. 1-1. Base hit. Caesar to third, and it gets past Cespedes. Gary Jones was sending him all the way anyway. Almora all the way to third. 5-1.
Well, it should be a single, an RBI, and E7, allowing Almora to go all the way to third base. And Cespedes, I think he just, in his haste to come up and make a big play, misplayed the ball. He's there in great shape, and Caesar's still a couple strides shy of third base, so if he fields it cleanly, he's got a real good shot at him at home, but he didn't field it cleanly, did he?
No, and yeah, Gary Jones was sending him the whole way.
Yeah, see where his eyes are looking at the base runner and not the base ball. Good for Almora, who essentially gave himself up last time to advance Caesar to third base after his leadoff double in the 6th.
No save spot for Hector Rondon. So we might see Carl Edwards Jr. instead. One and two. Tap foul. Still 1-2.
The Cardinals lead the Padres 2-1. They're in the 6th. Hey, big story. The guy in the Cardinals, a former front office executive of the Cardinals, who got hung up in that hacking case when he broke into Jeff Luhnow's computers there with the Astros, got sentenced to 46 months in jail.
Oof. Almost 4 years, huh? Caught by Lagarde.
Comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
Goods, America's Furniture Showplace, just a short drive away in Kewanee, Illinois. Goods Furniture has a wide selection of furniture for every room in your home at prices to fit every budget. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Stroll through the shops at Market Square. Find unique gifts, clothing, wine, and so much more. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Need your garage door or garage door opener repaired or replaced? Call the specialists at NationServe. NationServe is the name you can trust for timely service and quality products. We respond promptly when you call and work quickly and efficiently so you can get on with your day without delay. When it comes to servicing or replacing garage door systems, no one does it better or faster than NationServe.
Wayne Dalton NationServe, 5111 Tremont Avenue in Davenport. Call today.
Free peanuts and popcorn?
Really?
Really. What game do you want to watch? We got them all.
Really?
Really. Hungry? We got the best grill in town.
Really?
Really. Our burgers and tenderloins are amazing.
Really?
Really. T-shirt, sweatshirt?
Really?
Really.
Steve's Old Time Tap. Sports. And really, really good food and drinks.
Really?
Tonight's bona fide players of the game. See, the Lennies are already having an effect on our crew. Going with two guys tonight. John Lester, Anthony Rizzo. Wrap your hands around the original Italian beef of Bona, proudly served at Wrigley Field. Hard to pick one, really.
Yeah, well, and Matt Caesar deserves a spot on the podium tonight too with his 3-hit performance. He's going to slide over and play left field now as Jason Hayward comes in for defense, and Carl Edwards Jr. will go to the mound. Try to finish this one off.
Flores 2 for 3 with a home run.
It's been impressive work from young Mr. Edwards. A .154 ERA and 10 appearances.
The fastball has natural cutting movement, and for him, basically with a fastball, it's aim right down the middle and let that movement take over. He just broke Flores' back.
He's got long levers, does Edwards. He's a lanky guy. Whip-like arm action.
Broke his bat again. 3-1. Maybe more help on the way. Veteran Joe Nathan. AA, AAA numbers combined. 15-year veteran. 41 years old. So he's got the experience. He has the success in the past. Just a question of does he still have it at 41? Coming back from surgery. We'll find out at some point. So twice, right? He's had Tommy John surgery now. And the fact he had it last year at age 40 and said, I'm still coming back. I mean,
yeah,
that says something, doesn't it? Most guys would just say that I'm good.
Yeah, and I would imagine that you probably had that conversation with the doctors. Look, am I wasting my time here? And they said, no, we can get you back, and you could still compete.
He doesn't need the money. He's made over $86 million in his career. 2-1 on Asdrubal Cabrera. Sharply hit on the ground into center. So a 1-out base runner. And here's Lagares. Not Lagares. Michael Conforto, just back from AAA. Will pinch hit.
Yeah, he'd been in a miserable slump after getting off to a great start. They sent him out. He went down to AAA and absolutely tore it up. So he could be a big part of things for the Mets going forward if he's able to recapture that sweet swing.
The closer, Rondon, is staying warm just in case. And I would think that just in case means one more base runner. If it happens, we'll see him.
So as we contemplate the future Lenny Award show, there you go.
Not bad.
Good work, Truck.
Good work by Mark Stencil. That's from the sign on our door, right? From the Vine line?
I think so.
The Vine line issue?
Oh, no.
So there was only Russell over on that side of the field. So obviously Conforto doesn't do that very often as the Cubs shifted. And it has created a save situation for Hector Rondon, and that's who we will see.
That makes a pretty good pitch here. He gets in on Conforto and he just flips it the other way.
Back-to-back hits, and the Mets are not done just yet. 5-1 Cubs in the ninth.
Balancing your energy budget is a year-round chore in the Quad Cities, but every little bit you save really adds up.
Where can I save money at? Is there enough insulation?
The free program that can show you where money is just seeping out of your house and some simple solutions for keeping your power bill in check.
Oh, I would love to save money to do some projects I need to do.
Helping you save your hard-earned dollars. Hard work, determination. It's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
When good times turn into great times, having a few can easily become having a few too many, making you feel invincible. Sometimes to the point where getting behind the wheel actually sounds like a good idea. So, the next time you're out and you're feeling like a rock star, remember, rock stars ride in limos. Any ride can be your limo.
Quad City Animal Welfare Center, friends of yours and mine. From small meows to big bow wows, both canine and feline. They neuter, spay, a place to stay till a good home they can find. So show your care, come volunteer, donate your nickels and dimes. Quad City Animal Welfare Center, saving animals one life at a time. Downtown Island.
Tough matchup, as JD mentioned, tomorrow. Syndergaard and Arrieta. And then the crafty matchup, Colon and Hendricks on Wednesday.
And the irony is that 3 of those 4 guys were all-stars, and the one with the lowest ERA was not.
Good point. Tomorrow night's game starts just after 6 o'clock. And our 1:20 first pitch on Wednesday.
And here comes hard-throwing Hector in pursuit of his 16th save. He got number 15 on Saturday with a 1-2-3-10 pitch 9th inning in the 3-1 win over the Rangers.
2 on, 1 out for d'Arnaud. Here's the pitch. It is in for a strike. James Loney is on deck. He represents the tying run.
d'Arnaud, just a couple of home runs so far this year. He missed a bunch of time due to injury, but he's got a legitimate pop. He hit 12 home runs last year and less than 300 at bats. Not a whole lot is he going to do with that one.
98 on the fastball. Maybe a little harder to get in a rhythm here for Hector, who's used to starting an inning. Instead, he comes in with 2 men on. 2-2. But that's the gig, right?
Yeah, well, and it's interesting because that's normally those 7th and 8th inning guys that are coming into these mid-inning situations with men on base. Closers usually start the inning clean, but this was not a save situation at the start of the inning. As things developed, got a little dicey. Joe decides to bring in Rondon.
Two on the Mets catcher. Cabrera at second, Conforto at first. Bouncer to second. Baez the tag. Throw to first. Cubs win. 4-3 on the double play. 5-1 the final. And the Cubs snap an 8-game skid against the Mets by beating them tonight. And that Cubs double play replay is brought to you by State Farm. Combine your car and home insurance with State Farm and save. Find an agent at statefarm.com. Conforto may be bruised on that tag. Baez made sure he got him.
Yeah, well, Conforto got to find a way to avoid that tag in that situation. But Baez so quick. And then the thing that I found interesting after applying the tag, just a real sense of calm there. Took his time, knew he had time to make the play to first base. Sing along, folks. Good night for the Cubs. John Lester. Nice bounce back start for him.
They got the power, they got the speed to be the best in the National League. Well, this is the year and the Cubs are real. So come on down to Wrigley Field. We're singing now, go Cubs, go.
John Deere Classic and Birdies for Charity have generated over $70 million for area nonprofit organizations. When you donate through Birdies for Charity, your charities will get a bonus on top of your donation. John Deere Foundation matches donations to the Birdies for Charity Bonus Fund dollar for dollar. With hundreds of prizes given away, you have a chance to win when you donate. With a little luck, you can win a 2-year lease on a 2016 Lexus NX. Birdies for Charity, sponsored by John Deere. Go to birdiesforcharity.com and sign up today.
My daddy guarantees all his cars with his all-new Weber warranty. All vehicles have been fully inspected by our shop and priced below book value. Plus, Weber has financing you can afford. We work with local institutions to ensure you receive the best possible rate and convenient terms. My dad says it takes quality vehicles, great prices, and you must treat people right. Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we got your baby.
Need help?
Oh, thanks.
Some people think because I'm from Crawford Company, I can solve any problem.
Oh, Julie, will you get my gloves for me, please?
But what we know best is providing Bryan Air Conditioning.
Hey, Mom, have you seen my baseball?
With no high-pressure sales pitch. With great products at a fair price, your problems are solved. Honestly, just call Crawford Company. Now let's finish up this bad boy.
Visit Crawford-Company.com for rebates on affordable air conditioning solutions from Crawford Company.
No matter where you are in the world, you have to have clean water to survive. Living Lands and Waters and the mission to clean up rivers, it actually started right here. I mean, we're standing in my parents' yard. This is where I grew up. You know, just seeing the accumulation over years of all the barrels and tires and garbage out there. You know, I don't think most people realize how trashed it has been and continues to get. And that trash is toxic, a lot of it. You know, tons of antifreeze, tons of oil bottles. I mean, you name it. It's all there. 1999 was the year when I thought, like, yeah, I could probably quit. I mean, this is not, where am I going? What am I doing with my life? We had worked all the way up the Illinois River, and the last 7 miles was the gnarliest place ever. It was basically an open sewer for Chicago, so we'd worked all the way up, and we saw where a lot of this stuff was coming from, and we were there for 3 weeks. It was almost Christmas. It was sleeting every day. You know, it was a time when I was like, what am I doing? I'm working in open sewer. Where is this going? Like, am I really making a difference? Then I got to thinking back. Yeah, we are. Little by little. Don't know where it's going, but I need to stick with it and try to make it as big as I can. So, 70,000 volunteers, 747 river cleanups or events in 22 states, 23 rivers. And about 7 million pounds of garbage. If you see a problem, like no matter how small or how big, you can do something about it. As an individual, you can really make a difference. And you know, you don't have to be the smartest person in the world, but everybody's got skills. And I guarantee, whatever that skill may be, if there's an organization that needs your help. The world needs more people doing good things, so just find your passion and make it happen.
Chicago Cubs baseball has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Ford, America's best-selling brand, 6 years running, inviting you to check out our fuel-efficient lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. Mattress Firm, where we want you to sleep happy guaranteed. Remember, if it's over 8, it's time to replace. Your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. State Farm, there for you when things go wrong, but also here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. Honda, get the Honda you love at the Honda Summer Clearance Event, now at your Honda dealer. And by Budweiser, not backing down since 1876. This Bud's for you. Our next telecast of Cubs baseball on WGN Sports will be on Saturday. Cubs and the Brewers, 6 o'clock Central Time for Game 2 of the weekend set. Final score tonight, Cubs 5, Mets 1. Cubs baseball in high definition has been brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. For JD and our entire crew, Len Casper saying good night from Wrigley Field.
Right now on WQAD News 8 at 9, a community in turmoil. The latest on the suspected killer of 3 police officers in Louisiana, plus the Quad City connection to one of them. And development plans, what Bettendorf City Council members say could go in place of the old Lodge Hotel.
Now, live from WQAD, News 8 at 9 starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Angie Sharp. We begin tonight in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a community still reeling after the death of 3 police officers over the weekend. The shooter has been identified as Gavin Long, a former Marine who gunned down those officers on his 29th birthday. Long had made posts on social media saying, quote, fighting back was the way to bring about social change. This attack comes nearly 2 weeks after 2 black men, Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge and Philandro Castile in Minnesota, were killed by police.
Now is the time to ensure that every American, everyone, under the sheltering arm of our Constitution, feels respected, feels supported, feels safe.
A 4th police officer is still fighting for his life in the hospital. In the wake of this attack and the recent murder of 5 officers in Dallas, many police departments around the country say they're taking extra precautions. There's a Quad City connection to the shootings in Baton Rouge. News 8's Chris Miner spoke with an East Moline woman mourning the loss of one of the officers, who she says she's known since he was a child.
It's horrendous.
When Sharon Wassenhove heard about the shooting in Baton Rouge last night, she called her good friend to see if her son, Deputy Brad Garafola, was all right.
And I said, is Brad okay? And she said, no, he's dead. And I couldn't believe it.
The 24-year police veteran was married and a father of 4.
They were supposed to be leaving for vacation yesterday. He was working one more extra shift, and his wife was coming to meet him after the shift.
Wassenhoff lived in Baton Rouge for 30 years before moving back to the Quad Cities. Her kids grew up with Brad.
Since grade school, our boys played football together.
Who achieved his dream of being in law enforcement.
Oh, he was a sweetie pie. When my husband died down there, he made sure he came every night and checked on me and my daughter.
Today, she holds onto a picture with Brad and her grandson in the more innocent early days of his career.
He cared about people. He didn't care what color you were. He cared about people, keeping other people safe.
And grieves 900 miles away for her friend and Officer Garofola's family.
Black lives, blue lives, it doesn't matter. It's all lives matter. All of them matter. And we have to start realizing that.
Chris Miner reporting. Officer Garofola's children range in age from 7 to 21. Sharon says she and her kids are hoping to return to Baton Rouge to pay their respects. Well, here in the Quad Cities, the Davenport Police Department is looking for new officers to join the force. Starting tomorrow, they're hosting several workshops to give applicants an idea of what the testing process is like. You can see all the details on that on our website, mytv8-3.com. Just click the news tab and type the word recruitment in the search box. Police are trying to find the person responsible for robbing the Oriental food store in Davenport over the weekend. Here's video footage of the break-in. It shows a person coming through the back of the store, breaking the cash registers and grabbing money inside. It happened early Saturday morning before the store opened. Owners say the person got away with about $1,000 and a laptop used to keep inventory.
What are you guys going to use now that you don't have the laptop?
We have to start over, buy a new one, and install everything over.
Wow.
It takes a long time to do it.
The owner there says in his 15 years in business, his store has never been broken into. He plans to send the surveillance video to the police to help them with their investigation. A 24-year-old Davenport man is now behind bars in connection with the shooting that happened last month. Jovanta Litt was arrested today. Police say Litt shot a man during a fight on June 6th in the 3500 block of Main Street. Litt is now charged with intimidation with a dangerous weapon and willful injury causing serious injury. Well, turning to weather now, and we had almost everything this weekend: sun, rain, wind, and to start the week, we're getting the heat. Storm Track 8 Chief Meteorologist James Harris here to tell us what we can expect heading into tomorrow. Hi, James.
Hey, Angie. Yeah, the hot air is going to get a little hotter each and every day, that is for sure. A pretty warm day it was out there, with temperatures climbing their way in the upper 80s. That got as high as 88 degrees in the Quad Cities, currently 84. And the feels like temperature, when you factor that in with the dew point, actually feels close to 90 degrees. Well, I'll tell you this, folks, it's going to be kind of interesting with the feels like temperature in the days to follow. After seeing those feels like temperatures around the mid-90s tomorrow, look what comes in later on this week, especially Thursday and Friday. We could be talking about those heat index values maybe as high as 110 degrees out there. That is pretty rough, especially when it's lasting for more than just one day before it eases up after that. Before that does arrive, a chance for a shower or thunderstorm. We'll tell you when that chance will be arriving, coming up in just a few minutes, Angie.
All right, thank you, James. In other news tonight, we're learning more about the plan to redevelop the former Lodge Hotel in Bettendorf. City Council met tonight to talk about a development agreement between the city and a company called CDC LLC. Under the proposal, the building would be torn down at the beginning of October, and in its place, there would maybe be shops, restaurants, office space, and possibly living space too.
I think where we're a little bit apart and hopefully working together is what are we going to put there and what's the value going to be long term, and is it a compatible use with the neighborhood? Is it a compatible use with what's going on in that kind of regional part of Bettendorf?
A public hearing will be held at the Bettendorf City Council meeting tomorrow night for anyone who wants to weigh in on the project. A big project on the other side of the river began today. Crews are still widening John Deere Road, and now they're closing Coal Town Road to all westbound traffic from 47th Street Drive to 41st Street. Workers are relocating utility lines, and a new storm sewer is being built. The closure will be in effect for about 2 weeks. Meanwhile, a group of Quad City Junior High students are getting a taste of what it's like to work in the health sciences field. St. Ambrose University holding its Health Careers Adventure Camp this week. Kids going into 7th and 8th grade are learning about different jobs like physical therapy and nursing through hands-on activities.
A lot of kids, only being in junior high, they're not really thinking about college yet, so it really sparks their interest and gets them thinking about where they want to go to school, what they want to study.
The day camp is held at the Center for Health Sciences Education on campus. It ends this Friday. Another group of Quad City kids got a lesson in healthy living at the Boys and Girls Club today. They discovered nutritious snacks like natural popcorn and participated in lots of outdoor activities like water balloon tosses and basketball. The event is organized by a group of teens who participate in the University of Illinois' SNAP Ed program, which teaches limited resource families about nutrition and obesity prevention.
It's more important now than it's ever been because they have a lot of distractions. They have a lot of phones and tablets and iPads and so forth that take a lot of the creativity away from kids. So it's nice to get them out and moving and being a little bit healthier.
Congresswoman Sherry Bustos also came out to the camp today to speak about healthy habits. And a traveling memorial honoring the lives lost during the 9/11 terrorist attacks will be in the Quad Cities this week, sharing the stories of the heroes from that day. The Stephen Seiler Tunnel to Tower Foundation is bringing the memorial to Rock Island. The foundation was formed to honor the memory of firefighter Stephen Seiler, who was killed while trying to save lives in the tunnels underneath the World Trade Center towers. Modern Woodmen of America is hosting the memorial.
You just kind of stand there stunned. And I think, it's sad, but it's important to, work through that grief and understand what comes from it.
The memorial is free to the public and will be at the Modern Woodmen headquarters parking lot starting tomorrow. That's located right by Schwiebert Riverfront Park. There's much more to come right here on WQAD News 8 at 9. Still ahead, day one of the Republican National Convention. Who's there, who's not, and how anti-Trump protesters are making sure their voices are heard. And the latest on the terror investigation in France as police dig deeper into the man who drove a truck through a crowd, killing 84 people last week.
You're watching WQAD News 8 at 9 with Angie Sharp. WQAD News 8 is sponsored by Pleasure Pool and Spas.
Pleasure Pools and Spas.
Save like never before at our floor model clearance sale. Every pool table, every shuffleboard, bar and bar stools in our showroom. Now at fantastic savings. Hurry in to Pleasure Pools and Spas, Davenport.
For generations, the Zeglins family has been providing the best appliances possible to the Quad Cities community. We are the only local family-owned appliance store in the Quad Cities. With locations on both sides of the river, we are dedicated to continuing to serve our community for generations to come. Zeglins, your hometown, our hometown.
Carissa Kuchis loves Western Illinois University.
Western lets you be who you want to be. The opportunities are unlimited, and people here really care.
Carissa has definitely made the most of her time at Western.
Advertising executive, life coach, talk show host. I'll do it all because I'm a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Pleasure Pools and Spas.
Now is the time to get the spa you always wanted at our floor model clearance sale. Save big on every in-stock spa, plus 36 months same as cash. Hurry in for best selection. Pleasure Pools and Spas, Davenport.
Welcome back, and topping your voice, your vote headlines tonight, the start of the Republican National Convention. And tonight, Donald Trump's campaign is using the event to reintroduce the presumptive nominee to the country. In an unexpected turn of events, Trump attended the convention days early to introduce his wife. She's one of 26 primetime speakers, which also includes Senator Joni Ernst of Iowa. Ernst met with Donald Trump only a few weeks ago. She told WQAD News 8 before leaving for Cleveland that he's the candidate to take on national security issues.
Sometimes folks are afraid to take on these really tough, challenging issues. Donald Trump is not afraid to take on these tough, challenging issues. And again, he's given a voice to many Americans that felt like politicians aren't listening to me anymore. And so he's been willing to be a little brash about some of those things.
30 delegates are attending the convention from Iowa, 69 from Illinois. But some Iowa delegates have already decided enough is enough.
The question is on adoption of the resolution. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
Anti-Trump protesters called for a state-by-state roll call vote on rules that will govern the convention. That would have been a drawn-out process and could have exposed party divisions, though. It took 2 votes, but the roll call vote was defeated. Several delegates from Colorado as well as Iowa walked out after they were told they would not be allowed to hold a roll call vote. A number of Illinois Republican leaders say they will not be at the convention this week. Senator Mark Kirk is skipping it after pulling his endorsement of Trump. Governor Bruce Rauner says he will be busy meeting with constituents. And Comptroller Leslie Munger says she's not going so she can focus on the state's fiscal crisis. Also not appearing at the Republican National Convention, Ohio Governor John Kasich. He was the last holdout among the Republican candidates who ran against Trump. Trump's campaign manager slammed Kasich this morning for skipping the event, saying Kasich is hurting and embarrassing his own state. Other Republicans not attending include former Presidents George H.W. Bush and his son George W. Bush, as well as former presidential candidates Mitt Romney and Senator John McCain. Turning now to international headlines and the ongoing terror investigation in Nice, France. A French prosecutor says the truck driver who killed 84 people last week had expressed support for ISIS. Mohamed Boual's uncle says his nephew was indoctrinated about 2 weeks ago. Boual took selfies in his rented truck before the attack, and he also sent a text message asking for more weapons minutes before plowing his truck into a crowd. 3 Americans were killed in that attack.
I think we've identified, sadly, 3 Americans that were killed here, and 1 American is still in the hospital. I will be seeing the families later today of those killed, and I will be visiting the American in the hospital.
Nicholas Leslie, a University of California, Berkeley student who had been missing after the attack, has been confirmed dead. Father and son, Sean and Brody Copeland from Texas, also died. 6 people are now in custody. Back in the U.S., Baltimore Police Lieutenant Brian Rice has been acquitted of all charges in the Freddie Gray death case. Circuit Judge Barry Williams made the ruling this morning. Rice is the highest-ranking officer of the 6 who were charged in the death of Gray. That 25-year-old died last year, a week after he suffered a spinal injury while in police custody. 2 other officers have already been acquitted in this case by the same judge. 2 more officers are set to go to trial later this year. Still ahead on WQAD News 8 at 9, prepping for the fair. It's that time of year again, when the fair starts and what's taking place on the very first day. That's coming up.
And it promises to be a very toasty Rock Island County Fair, that is for sure. Currently in the Quad Cities, wow, warm 84 degrees out there. There is that chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the forecast. I'll tell you when, right after the break here on News 8 at 9.
Silvis, a great place to play, a great place to do business.
Handmade gifts and home decor for all occasions at Sunny Cove.
Schroeder Mortuary Silvis, our family serving your family since 1942.
IH Mississippi Valley Credit Union, helping you on your financial journey.
Fast and friendly service with a hometown touch here at Anchor Lumber.
Come and visit Silvis, Illinois, a city of progress.
It's sizzling summer savings time at Lebeda Mattress Factory. Save now on mattress sets, futons, electric adjustable beds, and bedroom furniture. Flippable 2-sided Lebeda queen sets start at only $319. Luxurious pillow tops as low as $349. Or get Lebeda's Augusta Pillow Top, a luxurious mattress set with cooling gel and memory foam for the lowest price ever. Only $477 with free local delivery or a free bed frame. Great mattresses, great prices, great savings at Lebeda Mattress Factory.
Yeah, like this right here.
The Ford Freedom Sales Event is on, and 0 for 72 is back on 2016 Ford Focus, Fusion, and Escape. Plus, specially tagged vehicles get an extra 1,000 smart bonus. That means freedom from interest and freedom to choose with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Free, baby. Now get 0% financing for 72 months. Plus, specially tagged vehicles get 1,000 smart bonus. Only at the Ford Freedom Sales Event.
Now, meteorologist James Sahara and Storm Track 8 weather.
Well, before we go to James, we go to Chile, where some amazing video shows the Navy there freeing a humpback whale that was tangled up and some fishing nets used to trap crabs. Divers were able to get to the whale, so were cameras, and it shows them cutting the lines away. They say it took about 40 minutes to do, but mission accomplished, and the whale was able to swim away.
I didn't hear anything much about that because remember they couldn't find it.
Right.
And so, wow, that's great.
I know, and they were even able to get all the footage underneath the water too, which I think is spectacular.
Happy story.
Yes.
Right there.
Yeah.
Much quieter scene out there compared to what we had yesterday morning. That was crazy stuff. Today was about the warm and humid air, and as you can see in the Quad Cities itself, got as high as 88 degrees, but the ridiculous, I like to say, heat and humidity is just down to our south from St. Louis right through Springfield, Missouri, going to Kansas City, and especially points southward into Wichita and Dodge City. That's where the real heat and humidity has been. And along that boundary, that's where we've been seeing most of the showers and thunderstorms across the area in the past 24 hours. The boundary is right here. So south of that, that's where all the heat is. And along the tail end of this boundary, that's where our next round of showers and thunderstorms could take place from that area of low pressure. And already stuff is beginning to pop up around the western plains, and that is something that could bring us that chance for some showers and thunderstorms around here, but it does have a long way to go. Here's our future track. 7 o'clock in the morning, all quiet around here. Maybe some patchy fog and rural areas can't be ruled out given the fact that the air is going to be moving very little, almost near calm, and with the air so saturated and warm, could be seeing some of that patchy fog. But there's that disturbance that we'll be seeing around the western third of the Hawkeye State come Tuesday morning. Let's put this in motion even more, and we'll stop the clock at around 5. And about that time or so, around that time is where we're going to be seeing some of these showers and thunderstorms begin to pop up. As you can see, the coverage looks very spotty in nature, but nonetheless a concern to watch because maybe one or two of these storms could get pretty hefty. Let's put it that way. Right now we're under a level 1 risk for tomorrow for severe weather, which means we could be seeing maybe one or two of these storms with frequent lightning, maybe even some heavy rain. So that's the potential that we see as we head into tomorrow. Of course, we have some time to warm up the air, and we're going to see those numbers right back in the 80s for daytime highs, from 83 degrees in Galena to 86 degrees in Muscatine. Sterling Rock Falls, Clinton, Maquoketa, Kewaunee, about 85 for your daytime high. Could be near 90 degrees in areas around Mount Pleasant. And in the Quad Cities, it looks like we got a chance of getting pretty close to our high of today. We'll go about 87 degrees for the daytime high. Factor in the humidity, it's going to feel a lot warmer than that. Well, the little wave that will be riding along this boundary may still squeeze out a few more little showers going into Wednesday morning, and then that should be it, because by then the main warm front, that boundary I just showed you, will be crossing the two-state, and that brings in the heat, but some tremendous amount of humidity. That's going to make the feels-like temperature really sky high. Here's what we expect to see once again. Thursday and Friday are the big days because we could be expecting it to feel more like around 110 degrees out there. Some outline areas may see temperatures a few degrees warmer than that, but keep in mind that's a feels-like temperature when you do factor in the humidity, and we do expect that to be high even heading into the start of the weekend, but at least heading on the decline. And that will be some good news indeed. Warm night, maybe some patchy fog by sunrise, 68 degrees for the overnight low. A shower thunderstorm during the afternoon hours, especially later in the afternoon. I see right now the high of 87, warmer when you factor in the humidity. And yeah, it does get awfully toasty Thursday and Friday because the air temperature itself will be around 96 degrees, 91 on Saturday. Oh, a little shower comes in. How about this? Late Saturday night and Sunday. but it doesn't really cool off the temperature.
Doesn't really do
much.
anything.
That will set the tone for a really warm and humid Bix week, that is for sure.
That is right. We have to start looking at that next Saturday.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, James.
Yep.
Well, it's going to get hot, which always means it's time for the Rock Island County Fair. Everyone is putting the last-minute touches on their booths, rides, animals, and more before opening day, which is tomorrow. On the schedule tomorrow, the sheep, dairy, horse, and lamb show during the day, and the Miss Rock Island County Fair pageant on the grandstand at night. The fair runs through Saturday in East Moline. Coming up on WQAD News 8 at 9, new emojis. Google celebrating World Emoji Day by dedicating a new set of icons to a specific group of people. And police playing Pokemon Go, how the game craze is helping our...
If rainwater is getting someplace it shouldn't, look to your basement and foundation experts. Call Mid-America Basement Systems for a free, no-obligation estimate. Help keep your home dry and healthy for years to come. Call Mid-America Basement Systems today.
Anybody can learn about history.
EMS resources to the foot of number 7 World Trade.
But the real experience is seeing it. The Never Forget mobile exhibit. We're coming to you.
Design Homes is celebrating our 50th anniversary and would like to thank our dedicated employees and more than 15,000 customers for making this possible. This company was started with the simple philosophy of providing the best-built factory direct home in the Midwest. Today we are 100% custom, building residential and commercial projects of increased complexity with top brands like Pella Windows and Kohler Plumbing. Check out designhomes.com to discover the future of custom home building.
Design Homes, your home now.
Fantastic views of the Mississippi River. River Cruise!
Brady Sheen's got it.
Great fun for kids. Brady Sheen's got it.
Historic tours.
Unique shopping.
Brady Sheen's got it.
Casino fun.
Miles of hiking trails.
Brady Sheen's got it. Brady Sheen's got it.
Ram trucks are built to work, to play, tow, and haul. They're built to get the job done and go the distance. Ram trucks are built to be America's longest-lasting pickups.
Competitive truck owners can trade in and get $2,000 total bonus cash. Plus, everyone can get $8,250 in total values on select Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab models in dealer stock.
Have signs of a foundation problem? Call your local experts today. We fix Boeing basement walls, make foundations rock solid, and help protect the value of your home. Don't let little problems turn into big ones. Call Mid-America Basement Systems today.
Welcome back. Topping your business headlines tonight, new emojis and another plus to Pokemon Go. But first, a strong start to the week on Wall Street with gains across the board. The Dow Jones Industrial Average went up nearly 20 points. The Nasdaq rose more than 20 points, and the S&P 500 ended the day up about 5 points. Checking local stocks tonight, Deere & Company is up 41 cents on the day. Caterpillar is down 88 cents, and Alcoa is unchanged, sitting at $10.92 a share. Turning to your business in the world of technology, and the CEO of Tesla says he thinks a software update can improve the autopilot system in their cars. The automaker has been working on some changes ever since a deadly crash of one of its Model S sedans. The CEO tweeted that improvements can be sent to drivers automatically through over-the-air software updates, but no details on when those might be available. Well, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has lowered its expectations for overall fuel economy. Back in 2011, the EPA expected an average of 54.5 miles per gallon for all vehicles. But lower gas prices mean more SUVs on the road, so expectations are now between 50 and 53 miles per gallon. However, the data used to calculate those numbers is about 20% higher than what's realistic, so consumers can expect to see an average of around 42 miles per gallon. Well, Google celebrated World Emoji Day this past weekend, and they did so by releasing a new set of emojis dedicated to women. 11 new characters feature women in professional roles like teachers, chefs, even mechanics. The new set also includes a variety of skin tones, and that's not all. They're changing 33 existing emojis to include male and female versions. And it doesn't look like the Pokemon Go craze is going away anytime soon. Nintendo says it plans to release a wearable device soon. It will be on your wrist and allow you to play the game without your phone. There's no exact release date yet, but unfortunately, due to pre-orders, many suppliers are already sold out. Pokemon Go is even a hit with police. Over the weekend, officers in New Hampshire posted on their Facebook page that a rare Pokemon Go character had been detected in their booking area. It reads, if your name appears on the following list, you are one of the lucky ones. Come down to the station to capture, I'm going to butcher this, Chizard, something like that. Police then included a link to their wanted list. Today, the post had more than 30,000 likes. No word yet if any criminals or Charizards, whatever they're called, have been caught yet. Obviously, I don't play the game. Coming up on WQAD News 8 at 9, the perfect passenger, where cameras caught a cat riding on the back of a moped. More on this viral video when we come back.
Classes start soon. Learn more at eicc.edu.
The 2016 sell-down is going on now at Highland Toyota. Prices posted. See your savings immediately. The loaded U 2016 RAV4 LE 4-wheel drive, $215 a month. A loaded U 2016 Camry SE, $199 a month. A loaded U 2016 Corolla S, only $155 a month. Don't miss our biggest sale in history at Highland Toyota on John Deere Road at 53rd Street, Moline. Hurry, sale ends Monday.
Okay, apparently it's called Charizard. I'm sorry, everybody, for that mistake. Charizard, whatever. Finally tonight, we've probably all seen a dog ride shotgun in a car, even on a motorcycle, but look at this cat. Someone caught a guy driving his moped in Thailand with his cat as the backseat passenger, riding behind him with his paws. He even turns and looks at the camera. Not really sure if this cat is trained to do this, or maybe he's just way too scared to let go.
I think if that cat had claws, you know.
Yeah, that could hurt. Charizard.
That's the name of the cat, by the way.
Yeah, maybe. Gotta get with it, Angie. Gotta get with it.
I'm gonna test you on that.
I know.
Well, it's gonna be a warm night out there, that's for sure. We'll start off with temperatures tomorrow morning in the upper 60s, climbing right back in those 80s later on. The humidity is gonna make it feel more like in the lower 90s.
All right, here we go. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.
The Quad Cities Marathon, Sunday, September 25th.
I work round the clock. I want my blood sugar to stay in control, so I asked about Tresiba. Tresiba is a once-daily, long-acting insulin that lasts even longer than 24 hours.
I want to trim my A1C. Tresiba provides powerful A1C reduction, releases slow and steady, works like your body's insulin. When my schedule changes, I want something that delivers. I can take Tresiba any time of day, so if I miss or delay a dose, I take it when I remember, as long as there's at least 8 hours between doses.
Once in use, it lasts 8 weeks without refrigeration, twice as long as Lantus, which lasts 4 weeks.
Tresiba is used to control high blood sugar in adults with diabetes. Don't use Tresiba to treat diabetic ketoacidosis during episodes of low blood sugar or if you're allergic to any of its ingredients. Don't share needles or insulin pens. Don't reuse needles. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause dizziness, sweating, confusion, and headache. Check your blood sugar. Low blood sugar can be serious and may be life-threatening. Injection site reactions may occur. Tell your doctor about all medicines you take and all your medical conditions. Taking TZDs with insulins like Tresiba may cause serious side effects like heart failure. Your insulin dose shouldn't be changed without asking your doctor. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, fast heartbeat, extreme drowsiness, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, dizziness, or confusion. Ask your doctor if you're Tresiba ready.
Tresiba ready.
Guess what I just did? Built a sandcastle? Huh. No. I just switched to Geico and got more. More?
24/7 access online, on the phone, or with the Geico app.
That is more. Go get some mud.
All that more has to be why they're the second largest auto insurer.
Everybody likes more.
I think so.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
You're making this up.
No.
She came on to you.
I was walking during the street and from the other side. Hey.
Hey.
Who is that?
She catcalled you?
No. That's a different story.
Oh, you stole her from her boyfriend?
Since then, I'm suffering.
They lived happily ever after for how many years? 50?
110.
Oh, 110 years.
Hey, need fast heartburn relief? Try Cool Mint Zantac. It releases a cooling sensation in your mouth and throat. Zantac works in as little as 30 minutes. Nexium can take 24 hours. Try Cool Mint Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
You look at these things and you know that you always have people in your corner, no matter what.
Why are you?
The Ford Freedom Sales Event is on. Hurry in for our biggest event of the year. Now get a Ford F-Series with 0 for 60, giving you freedom from interest. Plus, for a limited time, get a 1,000 smart bonus on specially tagged pickups. America's best-selling trucks 39 years straight are built Ford tough. During the Ford Freedom Sales Event, get 0 for 60 on Ford F-Series. Plus, specially tagged trucks get an additional 1,000 smart bonus cash.
Heartburn medication. We usually consider this common drug a risk-free solution for helping acid reflux sufferers. However, in a study published in February 2016, researchers found that proton pump inhibitors, or PPIs, are not without risk. And in fact, this study linked PPIs to an increased risk of kidney failure and other complications. If you or a loved one has taken Nexium, Prilosec, Prevacid, or these other common heartburn drugs and have been diagnosed with kidney failure, acute intestinal nephritis, dialysis, or kidney biopsy, give us a call now. If any of these injuries were diagnosed after using a PPI, you may be eligible for financial compensation from the manufacturer. The call is free, and there is absolutely no obligation. Call the Rely On Group now at 800-689-6100. That's 800-689-6100. Call now.
For generations, the Zeglins family has been providing the best appliances possible to the Quad Cities community. We are the only local family-owned appliance store in the Quad Cities. With locations on both sides of the river, we are dedicated to continuing to serve our community for generations to come. Zeglins, your hometown, our hometown.